So why do so many homes in Clark County need a flooring replacement? The number one reason is not about planning or construction or even dust. It's just because most people don't know that they could save thousands on a flooring remodel through the
Hello and welcome back to Speedway. We are currently getting ready for an exciting night of non-stop Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action. I'm Ryder My Pidgey, this is Logan, and we do not have Mario Kart World just yet because we are still ramping up those engines and trying to get all of that figured out because we're still, there's a lot to figure out with that game. It just came out on Thursday, Logan, and there's a lot to talk about.
Well, here's the thing is I was able to beat you earlier
What?
in time trials downstairs.
What?
I crushed him. 1v1, absolutely crushed him in the house.
Who's him?
Well,
Who's
you,
him?
Pidgey.
Him?
I crushed you.
Him? Who?
No, I beat you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I beat you. I did. Now, I'm super stoked about the new iteration of this game. But before we get to that, we still have to finish out the greatness that is Mario Kart Deluxe 8.
Yes, it is. It is great, and so is the Alumni Media Network, something that the HyperX Arena is personally connecting with, where we're going to have actual sport athletes here competing with you in these tournaments, and you'll be able to talk to them, learn about what goes inside the minds of actual athletes that are currently playing in the league and who are currently retired and are currently potentially absolutely getting inducted into the future Hall of Fame. So it's an insane endeavor, and it's going to be a lot of fun. These athletes, super down to earth, and you may be able to meet a ton of them, even from the Raiders, potentially at these tournaments. So tomorrow, I know you're talking about doing it with Amon Green.
But guess what?
Some Madden tomorrow.
Guess what?
What?
Amon Green will be in the house today. In fact, we've got him back. Now, we have casted with him once before here at Saturday Night Speedway, and I got to tell you, he knows his stuff, right?
Yeah, he does know his stuff. He's an esports coach for a reason.
Right?
Because the man knows how to keep his head in the game and to crank 90s and do what he does best and doing really great work in terms of knowing exactly what someone has to do better, coach y'all through it, and see what's going on inside his mind as well. So, Amon Green, if you don't know, introduce them to who this person is.
All right, Amon Green, first and foremost, future Hall of Famer within the next 2 years. Mark my words, write it down, take a picture, it'll last longer right now. But he is the all-time leading rusher for the Green Bay Packers, a man that Vince Lombardi rolls over in his grave and says, boy, that dude's good. It is Amon Green, and he will be here tonight helping us hold it down right here at the HyperX Arena. We got our gear on.
We're twinning right now,
We're
Logan.
twinning, bro. And you know what? Besides being able to get great food, great cocktails, and a great time, you can also get some great HyperX gear.
It's really actually some beautiful designs out there. So go check out some of the shirts that we've got for sale. They're actually affordable, unlike many things in casinos. So if you want to check them out, go see what other designs they have. There is a ton to choose from, and we appreciate you all for doing so. But today, we do also have, talking about things we're giving away. We're giving away 2 Eureka ergonomic chairs. Scan the QR code on the screen right now. Even if you're at home, you'll be able to enter in and try to win one of these beautiful chairs that these racers, actually, it's not going to be the ones they race on. They're going to be brand new Eureka ergonomic chairs. They're actually super duper 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 comfortable. Actually, the most comfortable gaming chair that I've ever sat in my life. And gaming chairs are not comfortable.
And they have that new chair smell to them as well. So if you want to get down with Eureka, yeah, it's a good idea. And go over and check us out right now. Get involved. We're giving away 2 right now.
2 of them.
2 and 2, like Chuck Woolery used to say.
The giveaway ends on June 15th, so you better enter in now before it's too late. And their chairs, you're sitting on them today. Everyone's going to have a chance to sit on them and experience them. Literally, they're all downstairs. So if you like them, and scan that QR code or watch the VOD and be able to replay it, scan it there. But we have the format ready for y'all to understand how tonight's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament works. Let's break it down for him, Logan. It's going to be it starts out, well, hold on, we'll wait for the announcements.
The word of God has spoken in the arena.
It really was loud.
Right.
Hold on, we'll let that go through it. This is actually super satisfying. I still want to talk over that.
Here's the thing, though, is when you're here, you get to hear your name over the loudspeaker, under the lights, on the stage, right here at the HyperX Arena. There is no better place to sit down and play some Mario Kart.
No, there is not. And with the format and how today works, we're going to have first a few qualifiers to determine if you move forward to semifinals. These qualifiers are 4 races. After the end of those 4 races, that will determine the top 24 competitors who are going to go to semifinals. That's going to be 6 races. Then you could pick your tracks, and then 12 goes in semifinals 1, 12 goes in semifinals number 2, and then the numbers don't matter. The only thing that matters is getting top 6 in each of those semis, which will round out our top 12 finalists. That will be 8 races, and every single person in that grand finals will be paid out here today. You're going home with some cash money.
Yeah, first place is going to grab $200 of that $700 prize pool. Second place will grab $100 to make you holler. $70 going to third place, $55 to fourth, and $45 to fifth place. Sixth and seventh will share $37. Not share, but they both get $37. $33 for 8th and 9th place, and $30 for 10th through 12th place.
Beautiful. Doubling your money for coming out here, playing some Mario Kart, and learning some Mario Kart. So that is what it's all about. And in a few weeks, we are still getting the logistics going, trying to make sure that we have enough switches. If we're going to do 12 players or 24, most likely we are leaning towards the 12-player races for Mario Kart World, because 24 gets a little crazy. Let me say, I've played 20 hours so far of the game in about 3 days. So I know a thing or two about that online experience, and it is tough, to say the least.
Well, we got an opportunity to play it earlier, and we will talk about that during the broadcast.
Yes.
But right now, it's time for us to check in with our future Hall of Famer, Green Bay Packer alumni. It is my friend, and I get to call him that because he actually picks up my phone calls, unlike you. Ahmad Green is in the house. Let's check him out, and let's check in. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Absolutely fantastic. It's so good to have you back for another Saturday Night Speedway right here and representing the Alumni Media Network. Now, I'm assuming that you're down in Texas right now?
No, I'm still in Nebraska. I'm just staying at a friend's house, and his son and both his sons are gamers, so I knew I had a good setup to do the stream here tonight.
All right, so the question is, are the people...
You're lagging a little bit. There we go. We're getting caught up. Your Wi-Fi is lagging behind you a little bit, so just realize that you got to be able to get that. There you go. You're getting it ready. But yeah, it's lagging just a little bit on the screen right now.
It happens.
It's okay. It happens, but your Wi-Fi is a little bit lagging right now.
So I gotta ask you, Amon. You're staying in a house. Is that person able to beat you in Fortnite?
No. Maybe his kids. Maybe his kid.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now we saw
Wi-Fi. I'm on Ether, so I don't know why it's lagging. So we'll figure it out.
That's okay. Hey, we'll figure it out. Technology is technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly.
What are you super stoked about, and how much fun have you had playing Mario Kart?
Man, so much fun. I'm glad that the Nintendo Switch 2 is out. You know, now we could do the Mario World Tour. And so I won't be doing that. I'm being patient. So I'm going to wait till I get back in Texas to go by Best Buy or GameStop and pick one up. And so I'll get Mario Kart World, and then see what else they got on the shelves next to the console. But super excited to be back with you guys again to see, and learn from the players that are basically my co-partners or co-workers, basically, because I play a lot of Mario Kart when I'm flying, and I fly a lot. So always watching these guys and ladies playing, then I could pick up all the shortcuts that you see on the maps and learn them and get them verbatim, basically verbatim in my head. So then those are that's the part of the track I go to all the time, not the regular part, hit the shortcuts when I need to get a good time. I'll say a good low time or get the victory at the end.
Now, do you have a favorite map?
I say right now, I would have to say Yoshi's Island is one of my favorite maps, and that's my favorite character to drive, and his motorcycle as well. I've unlocked that. So I got Red Yoshi, his green bike, and Yoshi Island. I always try to speed test friends of mine to see how fast they could get around that track. Because I know all the turns and twists, because it's obviously, it's his body shape. The track is his body shaped into Yoshi.
Well, Aman, it's great to have you with us once again. We'll be checking in with you throughout the evening today. And you know what? I can't wait to hear all the excitement that you're going to bring to this wonderful broadcast. Aman, thank you so much for being here. And we will check in with you once again shortly.
All right, Logan, Pidgey, have some fun. See you soon.
Amon Green, future Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful human being.
Yes.
Always love to have him on the desk and be able to get his breakdown on what's going on. If you want anyone to break down your gameplay, it's someone who knows how to play the game in real life. So guess what? This is just a beautiful human being. One of many that we are going to have with the Alumni Media Network, and that you will be able to game with here at the arena and be able to say hello, talk to him, and be, a part of the esports family. We're trying to show people that, hey, gaming is as fun as playing the game in real life.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. To be honest with you, other leagues, you can see some celebrities, but you can't play against them. No, you cannot. But right here at the HyperX Arena, each and every single day that we go live in the house, you have the opportunity to compete against and play against the world's best. Whether you think they're a celebrity or not, well, we've got real celebrities for you right here in the house at the HyperX Arena each and every single day that we go live. I'm super stoked about it. We've got Saturday Night Speedway once again. It's so great to be back with you. You were on assignment over in Atlanta.
We will get into that momentarily.
Okay.
We do have the racers on deck, though,
Let's
Logan.
go.
Let's see who's in qualifier number 1. We got JJ Bros, Phantom, Mario Party King, Kiro, Dale, Yanchan, Chicky, Normad, JMG, Striker G, Nolan Plays, and Speedy Smitty. If you heard your name, get lined up, get ready to go for your first 4 races of the night. That is a competitive lobby, to say the least.
It is. You know what? A lot of familiar names, right?
Yes.
I love to see Dale, by the way. 3rd week in a row. I love it. JJ Bros.
JJ Bros.
He's like 3 months in a row now.
There you go.
They come, they have fun, and they come back to play.
Yes, they do. And I was able to, got the Mario Kart World set up down there, so I was able to show everyone who doesn't have a Switch 2 right now, especially people like JJ Bros, Ankles, and them. They were the ones who were like on the fence. They don't know if they're going to like the game or not, and they were able to experience it a little bit. It is tough, though. And Mario Kart World, completely different drifting mechanics. Not a single thing, really, from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to transfer over to Mario Kart World. So really everyone's on an equal playing ground, except the people who are grinding the time trials right now and doing some insane no item shortcuts that you won't even be able to fathom once it's in front of your eyes. But like you were saying before, MomoCon, that was one of the biggest events. Near this one, we got the walkouts ready for y'all. Let's see the racers into the hype tunnel.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, theys and thems, welcome to the HyperX Arena. It's time to get down as we put our pedal to the metal and turn your frowns upside down. It's time for Saturday Night Speedway, live at the HyperX Arena inside of the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel and Casino.
This is what it's all about, the first steps onto a stage that has so much history, so much competitiveness, and so much love that's being poured on the stage. I love to hear it. The support is what it's all about. We're in arena, Logan, not at home and where your neighbors are going to call the cops on you for a noise complaint. That will not happen here. So the more cheers, the more love, that's what we want to hear at the HyperX Arena.
And if you're in chat right now at the Allied Esports Twitch channel, you can interact with us live in the booth. And of course, of course, I need you to keep your finger on the pulse of the community by checking out our Discord. Get involved. It's the best and biggest and boldest way that you can tell what we're up to here at the HyperX Arena.
The easiest way as well, going to the HyperX website, HyperX Arena Las Vegas. Type it into your web browser. You'll be able to see what is coming up next. Tomorrow, we have a Marvel Rivals tournament at 12 o'clock. So if you're not here, you're going to be square because Marvel Rivals popping off. Beautiful game, really, really fun. And it's just a great time, especially just to meet people and to be a part of a community. Like I'm talking about with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of the best communities that I've ever met in my life. Been here for years and been able to see these competitors grow up literally in front of my eyes.
Yeah, we've actually seen people who are about to get their driver's license. They drive here each and every single week.
Don't even remind me.
But there are players on that stage that don't have a driver's license right now, which is phenomenal to me. And if you want to be part of the action, all you have to do is get down here each and every single Saturday night and get involved. Now, tomorrow, like you mentioned, at noon, we'll be dropping that Marvel Rivals hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Just like your Johnny Storm.
And then afterwards, guess what?
Human Torch.
Amon Green and I will be throwing down some verses, baby. And I'm not talking about dropping bars, not 16 bars. We're going to be dropping some live action sporting games that you can get involved in and have your opportunity to face off against some of the biggest and best athletes in the entire world.
It is amazing that we're able to bring all of that here to the HyperX Arena. So be on the lookout for when those events are going to be happening, when the next tournament is going to be HyperX Arena Las Vegas, or talk to us, twitch.tv/Allied Esports, if you have any questions on how to get involved into one of these wonderful productions and one of these wonderful tournaments and get your hand into the piggy bank and grab some cash money because there is so much cash to be had in this game. On a real note, we did have, going back to MomoCon, just a few, last week, right? Last week. Where's time gone? Or 2 weeks ago.
Last week.
Yeah, long time ago. No, last week we had MomoCon, which was one of the biggest Mario Kart tournaments to date. 191 players.
Wow, that's a lot of players.
Maxed out into our tournament. It was insane. The 6v6 was maxed out, and the 2v2 was maxed out as well.
Now, you were a coach.
I was. I drafted my own team.
Hold on, you were a coach. You drafted your own team. How did they do? I already know.
What's your prediction?
Oh, it wasn't good.
So it was great.
It was awesome.
Thank you. I never thought you'd say such nice words about my ability to pick some players, you know?
Veli, our director, just paid me $2 to say that out loud. So, no,
so
but
you're
how
handing
did
me
it
that
go?
$2. Okay.
No, you get $1. You get half of everything.
So what happened basically at MomoCon, there is an opportunity to play in a 6v6, which all of the staff in the USMK was able to draft their own players. You had a money pot of like $50. You had to spread it whichever which way, or $100, and you had to spread it buying out players, you know, like auction style. So I was able to draft the team.
You had a cap.
Yeah, exactly.
You had a cap.
Exactly. And I was actually extremely happy with my team. I love them. And they actually competed really well. Every single race came down to the wire, but we went 0-3. But that's not what matters. It's about having fun, which we're about to have fun on Electrodrome and playing so much Mario Kart World. It's going to be weird jumping back into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But we're back at it again. Electrodrome, very fun track. It's gorgeous. I love the colors. And we are getting it ready. Race number 1. We're starting it on ankles.
Qualifier number 1, race number 1 of 4, and ankles with a poor start. A poor start to start, literally.
And Batter Cookie back in the house with us again, baby.
Dude, he still hasn't had a haircut yet. I don't know how he can see.
No, he does not. He's using straight muscle memory to remember where each part of the track is. Batter Cookie also went out to MomoCon, did extremely well with Sneaks. They played in the 2v2 as well as the 6v6. They made some some good cash money, and Sneaks was one of the competitors, was the competitor who won the free-for-all,
yes.
which was 23, I think like 2,200, 2,300, $2,300. So if there's any game you want to get competitive in, it's Mario Kart, and do it now, because with Mario Kart World, it's going to be bigger than ever. But Little Bit Psycho doing an amazing shortcut right there, popping that star, getting that draft, and knocking the competition off the glider sections. And they're going to get item screened, but still, they're going to be in a good spot. I spoke too soon.
Yes, you did. Caster Curse right there, but Little Bit Psycho made it to their very first finals last week. So we're hoping to see her do that once again today.
Elliott doesn't exist, so I don't even know who's driving. John Cena, we got them in 9th place.
Because you can't see them?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They don't exist, right? You know? Stallo going over to Batter Cookie in 1st place, front running this track so far. Going into the final lap, they have a nice 4 to 5 second lead against 2nd place, so we'll see what's going to happen. Backs that banana, trying to make sure that they have a good item box, and their lead just got extended because you're seeing the Daisy getting carded. Someone in a bullet bill trying to come up on him, but having one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. That bomb's going to get back, leaves it at the item box, but they're so far ahead, Berto doesn't even have a thing to worry about.
No, Batter Cookie right now leaving the competition in the dust. They get blued out right there. Blue Shell don't care, but it doesn't matter. Batter Cookie has such a lead right now. It doesn't matter where you're at.
No, they could get hit by 1, 2, maybe even 3 blue shells before they even see another competitor. Red shell, sideswipe, trying to back it into the finish line. The showboating, and we ain't even in Mario Kart World.
Wow.
They don't even got a boat, and Batter Cookie grabbing 1st place.
It almost seemed like they didn't even try.
No.
I mean, wow, what a great way to start off this Saturday Night Speedway. Batter Cookie back in the house. He didn't bring me a cookie, but that's okay. I could stand to lose a couple pounds.
Well, it'd be like a batter cookie, you know, so you it wouldn't be finished.
Yeah, I see
so would you actually do like the batter? Do you like eating the?
I mean, Ben and Jerry's made a whole ice cream line out of it.
That's
so
true.
I'm
You know
gonna
what?
go with
I've never eaten it because I heard it's
dough.
bad. Yeah, I heard it's bad for you. Like it's like could kill you.
No,
right?
I mean, this is how I keep my top physical form, is pints of Ben and Jerry's chocolate chip cookie, though.
I don't like chocolate chip either, so we got a couple problems here, Ben and Jerry's. Don't like either of them, but we're going to Dolphin Shoals. One big thing that changed with Mario Kart World, no more underwater sections, so we got to appreciate them while we have them here today. We're going to be going to it. Dolphin Shoals, beautiful track.
Under the sea.
I enjoy it so much. It's just gorgeous. It's really fun to race on, and then you got the eel section at the end of the track. It's so fun to race on. If you didn't know, when you get to that eel section, you should shake your controller, not press right bumper, because you'll get more tricks and extend your lead even farther. But Batter Cookie getting ready right out of the gate.
Yeah, you know what? He's not backing right now. He actually just got stuck in the muck, if you will. Batter Cookie in 12th place right now. I feel like they're going to be able to make up those positions pretty quickly here. This is not necessarily a front-running track.
No, you know, it's very soft bagging because there's not many shortcuts, but the ones that you can do, you can save a lot of time on them. We got Marchese here in 5th place, got those double bananas, going to be providing them with a little bit of a protection for any red shells, green shells, or otherwise, but takes that drift a little bit too far to the wall, and they're going to get bumped down to 9th.
9th place, now 8th place. They've still got 2 bananas full of potassium and disappointment for their competitors. Let's see how we do with Elliott right now. They've got that boomerang. Are they going to get all Australian on us? No, they're going to hold it down.
And no, not going to chain them into the next item set, just waiting for anyone to go in front of them to swing that boomerang over. One big thing also in Mario Kart World, you see that when you throw the boomerang, it brings out the triple shrooms. Doesn't happen like that anymore, but beautiful awareness by Elliott there to be able to back that boomerang. And now they got a double boomerang combo wombo combination. Talking about Australia, what are we seeing here, Logan?
Well, they totally missed those boomerangs right there. Yeah, by the way, that was terrible. Hugh Jackman just called. He wants his whole continent back.
That's fair. I would give it back to him.
You know, you can't sing and dance like he can.
Nope.
But we are seeing Elliott sing and dance through those little, you know, lack for a better term, speed boosts.
There you go. Elliot, that is the better term there.
All right, cool. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got it.
Elliot does not exist doing work. Currently going to be here in 4th place. Going around this turn.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I saw that banana coming up, but beautiful awareness so far. Got those double mushrooms. Will they be able to take this shortcut coming up and just try and confirm that top 6 finish?
Look at Batter Cookie. Is he actually looking at the screen right now?
Phantom in 2nd, Ankles in 3rd. That was a closer race, though. You're seeing the mini map right there.
I am.
Seeing it. But Batter Cookie able to get hit at the beginning of the track, take over first by the end.
And we called it. We saw him get backed a little bit, and guess what? They were able to make up all of those spots. Now, 12th to 1st. You can hear it at the HyperX Arena. They're stoked for Batter Cookie right now. It's probably because he's handing out free cookies. But that being said, that's a back-to-back victory
for Batter Cookie. We're coming up on the race number 3. Logan going forward to Mario Kart World, also realized only 32 tracks in the game.
I know, right?
So going down from 96 to 32.
Yeah, but we don't actually see all 96, bro.
That is true. We already only see like 30 tracks in general. So a third of that, but we are going to Rome.
Let's go to Rome. When in Rome, do as the Romans did, and hopefully, if Batter Cookie is doing exactly what they did before, they're going to get another first-place finish.
I do miss a lot of these tour tracks being in Mario Kart World, at least so far. I think they're a lot of fun to race on, fun to drive on, aesthetically pleasing. They're just a very good time, but we're going to be seeing Batter Cookie switching up the loadout, going clown car styling on the competition. Y'all can't accept that, right?
No, I feel like this is a little bit of a troll from Batter Cookie, by the way. Currently in first place, doing what they do best, just sticking out there and getting it done. I love this map. Why? Because it's just nice. It's nice. Nighttime in Rome. Oh, Batter Cookie getting stuck. But I think they did that as a defensive mechanism to not get greened out.
Oh, got that mushroom in the double whammy again. We're seeing that. We're seeing that happen time and time again. Elliot doesn't exist here in 4th place. Got that mushroom in their hand. Let's see what they're going to be able to do with this. Fire Flower, the last one, just trimming the back of the cart, but gets bumped off the shortcut, throws the boomerang forward, not going to be able to land anything except under that Diddy Kong, but goes for the double item box and they do not grab it.
Donkey Kong Jr., by the way, I just want to remind you of that. We do not call them that anymore. We check it out. Maddie
Logan,
D
they're not
in the
a
place
baby.
to
Come
be.
on.
Hey, you want me to think all those babies made that oil? I don't think so. Maddie D has the gold mushroom, by the way, which is such a big thing in the new iteration of this game.
Oh, and the blue shell dodge combo wombo. Talk about Pizza Hut combo wombo combination. Batter Cookie gonna be able to grab that double item box. A little bit of a lead even on this combo is kind of nuts against the odds of Ankles, Phantom. These very talented players, they're not even near them right now.
Not even close. Batter Cookie is doing what they do best, just winning. Straight up. They come from here in Vegas and then go all over the country and still compete with the top players. So when we say that we have the top performers here at the HyperX Arena, we are not lying, baby.
Oh, and they're gonna back it up into a first place finish, back it up into 3 first place finishes. Phantom in 2nd, Ankles in 3rd, and Batter Cookie just looking forward to grabbing potentially a perfect qualifier, which is very insane because I thought that this lobby was a little bit more stacked, but haven't seen a lot of these other competitors really contesting that first place run.
Batter Cookie being a badass right now and getting it done. That's a back-to-back victory. We got one more race in qualifier number 1 left to go.
And anything can still happen. Realize that even though you didn't do too well, do not leave. Do not leave. You gotta stay and see if you got that top 24 spot. We don't know how many points that's gonna be, but there's a Batter Cookie on the screen right now, an absolute GOAT of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, an actual great human being as well. So it's great to have them back at the arena again. Mr. Scooty also being someone who's supplying a lot of the Switch 2s that we may be using coming up for Mario Kart World.
Hey,
so
my birthday,
shout out to them.
Mr. Scooty, my birthday's on the 19th, by the way. You know, I'm just saying.
December 19th?
No, June 19th.
July 19th.
Qualifier number 1, race 4-4. I'm not even going to go back to that. Batter Cookie switching up the loadout once again.
Yeah, you know what? Got the Cat Peach on the Cat Cruiser with the roller tires. But what you don't know, and if you're about to get racing in qualifier number 2, what you want to pick is not that, but you can. What is important is the Teddy Buddy and the roller tires. That's the most important part. Put a Yoshi on top, and that is the meta combination for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and you'll be on your way and have the best handling and kart combination that everyone uses in this game right now. But Matty D falling off the Neo Bowser City.
Yeah, I kind of saw Matty D bumping and grinding, and it wasn't going to work out.
No, it is not going to work out at all, especially as we hear Batter Cookie choking this lead just like Logan is right now in first place. We got him trying to hold on for dear life. The green is bouncing like it's a pinball machine. Gets passed up, though, by pawn number 2. Roy going for that bounce, hits Donkey Kong Jr., and now going to be able to land. No, does not land that smart bounce, but grabs a banana for their trouble.
Now, here's one of the things about this map. It's very slick. It's very purposeful, and it is a fun map to play if you're good at it. However, you can fall off this map in so many different places.
Yes, you can. It's really tough to not have any guardrails. Shock comes down, and that's going to just equalize the playing field for a little bit before you see top 4 through 12 being able to grab their items, so hopefully they'll be able to disrupt that top 3 run before they're able to pass the next item box. Roy, with that Piranha Plant, not able to find any victims to get chomped.
Roy just got item blocked, by the way. They were going for that double item box, and they did not make it. They are currently in 4th place. They'd be, well, now 5th, 6th, backed. You know what? I'm just going to cast a curse this guy.
Oh, you almost did. They almost fell off the track, but Batter Cookie grabbing back to back to back to back. Perfect qualifier for them as we see Stalo there in 4th place. Great work. The triple shock on Neo Bowser City. What is going on right now?
Now, I got to say it. Is Batter Cookie throwing out way too much fire and vigor too quickly? Because this is the beginning of the qualifiers. We've got a long night ahead of us. Are they going to be able to keep up that momentum?
I think so. I don't even think they even hit the gas tank on that momentum, because at the end of the day, you saw they weren't even stressing. They had a half a lap lead. They were playing extremely well. 2nd and 3rd place just could not take out first. They were taking out each other, but then 1st place is able to get that much of a lead because 2nd and 3rd were too busy smacking each other, punching each other up the schnoz, and not allowing themselves to get the items they need to stop their run. Because when you're in 2nd place, you're able to grab 2 reds to take out first, tag it on with a blue shell, and you'll be able to trim up that lead real fast.
Well, let's talk about those reds for a second, because triple reds aren't a thing anymore in the new...
No, it is.
Is it?
It is, but they're not as effective, in my opinion, as they are in this game.
Okay.
That's the difference.
All right.
That's where it's like
I didn't get triple reds against you, and I could have used them. But we do have some standings. Let's check out where everybody is in the field.
Hopefully they're standing, because if you're not, then what is this? Batter Cookie getting 1st place, 60 points, perfect game. Phantom in 2nd with 44 points. Ankles in 3rd with 42. Solo in 4th with 34. Elliott doesn't exist in 5th with 27 points. Jessel Guess will be there in 6th with 22. Little Bit Psycho. Oh, there we go. Little Bit Psycho in 7th with 22 points. Roy G. Biv tying there in 7th. Marchese in 9th with 16 points. Matty D in 10th with 13. And Seagod in 11th with 9 points. That will round us out for our first qualifier. And remember, stick around even if you didn't do too well. We've got unlimited drinks, limited refills, 4 sodas, as well as some amazing food, some of the best food you'll have on the strip, in my opinion, here at the arena. $5 for unlimited refills on your sodas. Stick around, play some game time, and potentially play some Mario Kart World, because I do believe we're going to have some of those switches set up for that. We actually do. No, we don't. No, we don't. I thought we did. But we might get those set up, and you'll be able to play some Mario Kart World here at the arena.
Right here. And you know what? Earlier, we had some nachos, bro.
Oh, they were
How good were they?
You got some jalapenos on top.
Ooh,
you got some tomatoes.
jalapenos.
You got that sauce. It was so good, but not as good as these racers are coming up in qualifier number 2. Let's see them. Let's see Yezi, Jaguars, Zol, Sir 9, JJ Bros, actually, Mr. Scooty, Shy Guy Jax. That's like a combo-wombo combination there. DK Mama back in the house. Great to see him. Sundrop as well. Nader B and Zeus. We'll be seeing you in the next qualifier. Get ready for your 4 races. You better pick that Yoshi. You better pick that Teddy Buddy. And pick those roller tires. The roller tires are basically the most important part. They are the best tires in the game. But if you start there and then work your way around and seeing what you enjoy the most, you'll get somewhere. But right now, in Mario Kart World, the meta's looking like heavyweights are back.
You were talking about this earlier, but yet you're still playing a different character.
Yes, I'm always like that. You know, I gotta do my own thing, just like these players are doing their own thing in the hype tunnel. Let's give some love for qualifier number 2. These racers are gonna be duking it out on the racetrack and trying to make their spot known in semifinals.
All right, we've got all these beautiful faces. Look at Zol, too cool for school, always wearing those shades. We've got Mr. Scooty. Hey, JJ Bros with the thumbs up. Yeah, give me some love as you're walking through the tunnel because it's about to get hype right here at the HyperX Arena. It's qualifier number dose of the night.
This is what it's all about, trying to get your hand into that $700 prize pool, and it all starts here in the qualifying rounds of this tournament. Remember, once again, if you didn't do too well, you got to stick around for the next few qualifiers so that you know whether or not you made it into the semifinals. We don't know what point total is going to be the cutoff for that top 24. And normally in these smaller nights, because of events and everything else going on, these nights you're going to have a better chance to get even more game time on that stage.
Yeah, I'm going to be hanging out with Chris Martin after the show tonight. You know, just hanging out.
Chris is downstairs. You can actually order from him and get some food here today. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the lead singer of Coldplay.
Oh.
Coldplay's in the house, baby.
Are you bringing
all
a jacket?
All the way from England.
Are you bringing a jacket?
Well, I look cool without a jacket, bro. I got this HyperX Arena
Well,
shirt
how
on.
are you going to be?
Why would I want to cover
How are you hanging
up?
out with Coldplay?
Oh, I see what you... That's not funny, though.
It was hilarious.
No, jokes are supposed to be funny.
Yeah, and they were funny.
Nope.
Looking like you, buddy. But we are going to be seeing these races, get the controllers set up, get them going, and get them in these races momentarily. Like I said, it's going to be random. You're going to be able to grab those 4 races, and then we'll be able to know what's going on in semifinals.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the new game.
Yes.
Because obviously, Deluxe 8, we've had it for almost 10 years.
10 years, basically.
Almost 10 years, basically. Now, we've had the opportunity, you and I played today.
Yes.
I loved it. It looks great.
It does.
It
Very
plays
different.
very smooth, but it is different, right?
It is.
Now, what would you say is the biggest difference?
Definitely the drifting mechanics. It's
Yes,
something,
right?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Everything we've learned in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe throughout the years, it is going to be a different experience trying to learn how to drift in this new game, as well as all of the no-item shortcuts that are in the game. I was showing them off at the bar and showing some of the things that people are able to do in that game, and it's pretty ridiculous. Some of the skips, some of the hops, some of the jumps. Because you can grind rail, you can jump on a wall.
You can do a kickflip, bro.
Kickflip off the wall and skip a portion of the section of the map. So it's a lot different, and I feel like the depth of the mechanics is going to be insane once everyone figures out what kart loadout's the best, what do they enjoy the most, and what is good in the game. Right now, it is the heavy loadouts that currently have the top speed, getting you through the track the fastest, and letting you go, as well as items not being nearly as punishing as they are in this game.
They're not, and the game does part of the trick for you. It puts the item behind you. You don't actually have to hold down the trigger to keep the item behind you. I think that's a little bit of a cheat code, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I liked having the item and managing it, holding it, and seeing it, because now some items are hidden from you, even when they're holding it behind themselves. So it's kind of rough, and now what we know is the golden mushroom is a huge change.
So big.
One of the worst items in this game is one of the best items in the
new game.
In the new game.
Oh my
Which is, you can literally, there's 24 players, so the fastest that you go down to bottom 24, one golden mushroom will skyrocket you to top 8. It is ridiculous on how powerful that item is.
I went from 12th place to first place like that. And you know what? I was talking to Jackie Juarez before the matches today, and they did say the drifting mechanism is very hard
It is.
to get in control because it's so different than what we're used to.
Yeah, so what you're seeing right now is mini turbos coming out. Like you're seeing 1, 2, 3. We have mini turbos, super mini turbos, ultra mini turbos. They take substantially longer to charge in the new game, as well as the drifting being a little bit, I've heard floatier, but it feels like you're trying to control a 10,000-pound tractor trailer and trying to turn it. So it's a little bit more difficult, and Zeke Cat was one of my teammates at MobileCon. I picked them. I spent like the most amount of money for them to be on my team, and they did carry though. But besides the fact, I just got distracted. But yeah, it feels like you're turning a 10,000-pound tractor trailer when you're trying to drift in that new game. But the main thing is trying to manage your items and get through the middle of the pack, which items are being thrown, you're getting trailed, triple greens, triple reds. Right when you grab a green shell, it's gone because there's 13 people behind you slamming into your cart. So it's a very different, more arcade-like Mario Kart than what we're seeing here today.
Now, you know what? At the HyperX Arena, we don't just play Mario Kart, right?
No.
We play tons of other games. How do the other games look on your Switch 2?
It's beautiful. If you haven't already checked it out, you should look what the Switch 2 can do. Like Fortnite, 720p, 60 FPS. It turns into a mouse. The Joy-Cons are a mouse, and it actually works fairly well.
Mice?
Mice. But we are getting into qualifier number 2, race number 1. We've got Yezi on the screen, who competed extremely well. They didn't do too great in that grand finals, but they still beat out 180 other players to get into grand finals at MomoCon. They have been grinding the game. They have been doing work, and it showed the dedication. Anytime he wasn't playing in one of his races at MomoCon, he was grinding time trials.
See?
He was playing the game, and he was literally locked in 24/7. It was great to see how well they did at a event. Talking about snipes, bombs also kind of nerfed in the new game. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's
Something
sad.
like that would never happen. You have to land it exactly on top of someone for it to explode like that. But we're seeing Shy Guy going right underneath that bullet bill, though, playing with fire.
Right? That was so close to call right there. As Shy Guy gets a little bit of their ghost on, no one's going to be able to see him as they overtake 8th place. Yezi has fallen back to 5th place as we're checking in, but they've got the golden mushroom. As we've said, not the biggest item in this iteration of the game, but one of the best items that you will get in the new version of this game.
Yeah, and the drifting is just, even like, because like I said, I played 20 hours of Mario Kart World. It is a night and day difference between these two games. So much, this is just so much sleeker, more tight drifting like you're seeing with these lines. When you go to Mario Kart World, if we ever are able to show it in the next few weeks, because we're trying to get it set up, it's going to be a night and day difference. But Nader right now here in 12th place, I hope they're able to grab a bullet bill or something to get their own run going. But unfortunately, grabbing that star, not going to help them out too much. But you got to remember, hit that right bumper, hit those drifts,
Well, they're
because
not
that
drifting.
is the most important part about this game.
They're not drifting. So this is probably a friend of ours who's on vacation. They came into the HyperX Arena to have some fun and realized very quickly that the competition is stiff. Right here at the HyperX Arena, Yezi grabbing a 2nd place, Jackie Juarez grabbing that 1st place finish, and Zul with a 4th place.
Beautiful work by these competitors. Jackie Juarez, if you don't know him, he's the statistics man in this arena. Marks down every single track, knows what like competitors like Bobby are most winning of all characters, players at this tournament, how many tracks they've picked, which track they have to still win on. It is one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen, is how he keeps track of every single thing that happens in this tournament. But we'll get that fixed up momentarily. There we go. Looking like the new Mario Kart World as well. We just got saved by Lakitu, because in this game, what's the difference is that you can see exactly where you fall down, and Lakitu will pick you up, put you back on the track. And my biggest nitpick with the new game, when Lakitu saves you, your screen goes black, and then he puts you back on the track in Mario Kart World, which is so weird, in my opinion.
Well, also the lightning effect is
it's
weird.
crazy.
Because you don't know when it's coming. Now, in this iteration of the game, as we check in on Yezi, currently in first place.
High roll circuit.
Yeah, let's get.
Great track. I miss it so much in the new game.
Yeah, right. They didn't bring it back, which I was a little bit sad about, right? I mean, this is just such a fun game. And I know that you love playing Breath of the Wild again on your Switch too.
It is, like, once again, a night and day difference. Yezi, though, right now, trying to make the difference up here. He hits that beautiful no item shortcut. And it's one of the, I think that it's actually one of the most satisfying ones because you just do that huge jump over the grass. And it just feels so clean and so nice. And there's not really many of those type of shortcuts in the new game, in my opinion. It is a lot more in depth. Yezi here still in first place, doing a great job keeping this lead running. Got that, look at that, again on the items.
Right?
The same item twice. What happened? What's going on right now?
I guess it doesn't really matter because they are currently in first place. And they're gonna take this no item shortcut right there, hop, skip, and a jump. They're gonna get squidded out though. It don't matter as we check in on the stage right now. See that intense lock-in? You love to see that.
It is. These players are not messing around. DK Mama, one of the competitors that loves that wiggler with the Donkey Kong on top. The best Donkey Kong iteration, by the way. The new one, I'm just saying. But they're going to be able to take that shortcut here in 6th place in the top 6 spot. It's just great to see them back at the arena competing with us again. They're actually so good at the game, and it's so fun to watch them play time and time again. But no!
No!
I cursed them. I cursed them.
Why do you have to say such nice things?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blue Shell on the way on this 3rd lap. But will they be able to cross the line before it gets there? There's a drag race between Yezi and they get sideswiped by the Blue Shell when they tripped off the ramp. Wow.
Yo, you can see the disappointment on Yezi's face right now. Check it out. And, sorry, Yezi. I apologize, but the disappointment is palpable.
It is. We're going to be seeing Jaguars there in 3rd place.
Jaguar is looking so fresh and so clean with that all-white getup.
I know. I like it. They're like shining under the lights. They're like illuminated. You will not run over them with a car when they're riding a bike at night because you'll be able to see them real good.
Not like John Cena. You can actually see them.
And JJ Bros was the one in pod number 5 who grabbed
that was
first
number 5. Yeah.
place finish. So great work by them, grabbing that spot and keeping their run alive so far. Once again, if you want to talk to us, twitch.tv/Allied Esports, and we'll be able to talk to y'all in the Twitch chat. But we got the randomizer going right here, right now. Where are we going to? Ooh, Sinesbo Road.
A little bit of that Rainbow Road. Now, you showed me the new iteration of Rainbow Road, which, by the way,
absolute cinema.
Iteration may become our new word of the day.
If you already haven't looked up the new Rainbow Road, do it.
Yeah.
Or just play it right now.
It's
do
crazy.
something. I will come down there during our break and show you all it. It is the most beautiful track I've seen in a minute. It's cinematic. It never stops. It is such a love letter to Mario Kart, in my opinion. It really, it gave me goosebumps when I was riding on that track. It was insane. I love this track. Don't get me wrong. It was one of my favorite Rainbow Roads just because it's simple, straight to the point, and gorgeous. But the new Mario Kart World Rainbow Road is just absolute cinema.
Also, remember, there is no safe way to play this map. You are either on the track or you are dead in the water.
Dead in the water is a way to say it, or dead in the city that are like right below there. Someone actually modded the game where you can raise up the entire city that was below and you can see everything clearly, and it's gorgeous. The level of the amount of detail in this game is insane. And shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog. They got a new racing game as well coming out, and they got Hatsune Miku in the game, which is nuts to say the least. Sonic Cross Worlds, go check it out as well. But Sundrop not going to be able to grab that item box, but still has that golden mushroom, hits that shortcut. Beautiful work.
Able to make that golden mushroom work for themselves. Because remember, if you try to take that jump without a mushroom, you are going to die, and Lakitu is going to have to pick you up.
And give you CPR if you're dead, right? I mean, I'm just saying, Lakitu needs to get paid a better wage. Oh no!
Sundrop has dropped off the map, and they are currently in 8th place. Yezi in 2nd place, trying to reach for that 1st place finish with the red shell. It finds a home, but they had an defensive mechanism. Double defense right there, baby.
And the red shell's going to get stopped by the Thwomp, so Yezi's going to be able to grab that 1st place finish. And we'll see momentarily who's got first place. But Yezi doing a great job grabbing that second place finish. And that's going to be pod number 3. 1, 2, 3. Zol in first place. And I could only, you know, we got the pods and they're switching back and forth a little bit slower just so that everyone gets a little bit of time on that screen. So, got to remember character to pod ratio. Got to remember that.
Character to pod ratio.
Yes.
I'm gonna think about that as I put my head on my pillow tonight.
Thank you. Randomizer going. Logan, as we wrap up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, what has been your favorite track to see these racers race on? Not your personal favorite, but what is the most entertaining one that you've seen so far? Just because you've been here for months, you've seen basically, I think I would hope all the tracks, but I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, you would like to think that, but that might not be the truth.
No.
Ruth.
But what has been your favorite track to see these racers compete on?
I mean, I hate going back to it, but I love Ribbon Road.
Yes.
I really do.
Such a fun track.
It's such a fun track to see.
I miss
also,
it.
when you watch a player who knows that track back to back, it is amazing. It's absolutely amazing because you can finish that track in like less than a minute.
It's really beautiful and it's really fun. Those simple no-item shortcuts, I think they're just not in the new game, unfortunately.
No, they're not.
The things that you have to do in Mario Kart World, the tricks, what you can do with what they have in that new grind system and the new wall jumping mechanics, it is insane, to say the least. As Yezi's got to be able to take a hop right around that Piranha Plant, playing with fire. Also, Piranha Plant, instead of it being an item, is a character, and that messes with me so bad when I'm racing. You'll see a Piranha Plant just pop up right behind you, and you're like, oh God, am I going to get chomped? No, it's just a character.
Yeah, well, you know what? You are a character. And Yezi right now in second place. They've got that green shell as a defensive posture right now as we check in on Zeus. Throw it down. Just a little bit of love right now in fourth place.
They're going to be able to grab that item box, mushroom in hand. Remember, you want to wait to use those mushrooms for these off-road sections, like right there where Yezi's at. Pop it and go around it. You'll be able to cut in front of a couple spots, and that's what it's all about, utilizing your items in the best way possible. Yezi's here in second place, going to be able to hold on to that first banana and what am I saying? They're going to be able to chain it into the next item set.
Yeah, Yezi keeping that clean line right now, but still in second place, and first place is, what are they doing?
Oh, they did it after you, and it worked out. Yezi tried to stop, but somehow they took over first at the last second, and the blue shell locked onto them. So now they're going to drop all the way down to seventh place going into this third lap.
That is disappointment on the face of Yezi right now. As they get by that bomb, they're in fifth place. They've got three mushrooms right now. Let's see if they use them to the effectiveness that they're going to need.
This final ending shortcut is so powerful. We could potentially see Yezi take over so many different spots if they have enough mushrooms to do so. They get bumped off the track. That's not what you want to see. Uses the final mushroom, gets themselves back on track, and grabs a sixth place finish. Gonna be able to save that one, put it in the history book of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Well, here's the thing though, it's just qualifiers, right? And I'm saying that because they've done quite well throughout this whole qualifier. So not a big deal to finish sixth, but that's gotta play into their head game. And the mental game of esports is such a big factor.
It is. You have to be able to turn to the next page, as Amon Green would say.
Yes.
And just forget about what happened in the previous race. It's a brand new race. Get your head in the game and try and win it all. And that'll wrap us up for that qualifier number 2. And we'll get that scoreboard up for you momentarily. It was a low-scoring qualifier, which is very optimistic for anyone else trying to steal a spot in semifinals.
Well, Little Bit Psycho finished at 22nd in 7th place. And I was wondering, when I saw that happen, I was wondering, is 22 points going to be enough? It might actually be.
Potentially. So do not count yourself out just yet, especially once we get to see the scores of what just happened in qualifier number 2. But so far, so good. Logan, gotta ask you one more question. Are you gonna be ready to move forward to the chaos that is Mario Kart World in a few weeks?
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready yet. I've only played it a few times, but it is beautiful. It looks great, and it will stand the test of time. Speaking of standings, let's check them out right now.
We got Zol here in first place with 47 points. Jackie Waters in second with 44. Yedzi in third with 43. JJ Bros in fourth with 37 points. Sir 9 in fifth with 35 points. Mr. Scooty in sixth with 26 points. DK Momo in seventh with 24 points. Sundrop in eighth with 17. Shy Guy Jackson, 9th with 14. Zeus in 10th with 12. And Nader B there in 11th with 4 points. Remember, stick around, see if you're going to be able to get into that semifinal spot. Remember, top 24 move forward. So there's still a lot of spots to be filled in to make out semis 1, semis 2, and get 6 more races to your time.
Oh, man, I actually have to catch my breath because we're already into qualifier number 3. I mean, we have gone exponentially quickly today.
Yes, we have.
These competitors are on the top of their game today.
I agree with you 1,000%. We haven't seen many mistakes at all, and hopefully we won't see many more mistakes with the next qualifier of the day. Serving it up Gary's way.
We've got Bobby, Blackout, Kiro, Cletus, Elevid, Nameless, Nerdcore, Hyper Hella, Stick Figure, and Breezy One.
This is going to be a very, very, very fun qualifier, and unfortunately it looks like Emery was not able to get here today. Was in the Discord talking about it, but hopefully they'll be able to get back next week for the next one. But we are excited to see all of these racers that are here competing today, and I really wonder who's going to be able to take it all here tonight. I am curious. What is the fortune teller Logan thinking about on who's going to take it all tonight?
All right, I'm gonna get the crystal ball out.
Okay.
And I'm saying it right now. Jackie Juarez.
Whoa.
Yeah, Jack is going to grab a victory today.
Interesting.
I feel it. I feel it today.
Okay. Did you curse him or did you help him?
Well, we will find out. That's for sure. I really liked where Jack has been head-wise. Look, they've always been super involved in the community and the race game here. I think it's their time.
You know what? They have been consistent. They always been here week after week, supporting the scene. They even wanted to bring their little the handheld Mario Kart, and they wanted to set up the whole track. We couldn't get that going, so I'm sorry, but it is going to be a qualifier to remember with these beautiful racers in this HyperX Hype Tunnel. Let's hear some love for the next racers on deck.
HyperX Arena, make some noise! We've got the Hype Tunnel live and in
Let's
control.
Go!
Hey, we got Bobby right there. Yes, I love that enthusiasm. Bobby checking out his phone, talking to his mom right there. Kiro has got their dry cleaning good because they are back in the arena in their costume. And of course, all the lovely competitors making their way to the stage. Everybody's making some noise. We're getting hyped right here at the HyperX Arena. You should be here. And if you're not, get in your car right now.
I absolutely love to hear all the support, all the love. That's what this place is all about. You're not able to do that over Discord. I mean, you can. You're not able to do that when you're cheering them on in the backseat of the couch. You can't do that, but here at the HyperX Arena, we love to hear you all supporting your favorite player and rooting them on in this tournament. That's what it's all about. Love it.
If you can't hear them, we can. And they are super stoked and super hyped to be here at the HyperX Arena.
Nowhere else will you have this kind of love, support, and just energy in the house. I just love
it's palpable. You can cut it with a knife.
I will. I love it. I love it. I love it.
If you can't hear that, you might be dead. Check your pulse because it is super stoked right here at the HyperX Arena.
I thought you were going to say death, but you know what? You went full throttle into the dead.
I went all the way.
You've been really going into that realm there. You know what? You fall off the shortcut, you die. You look at someone, you die. You look at Lakitu, you die. What's up with the death here? 47? You think that's death age? What is going on?
For me, it is.
You're leaving your inheritance to me, right?
Oh, yeah. I left you a whole $2.
$2 million, you said.
$2 million.
Yeah, you said it live on air. Write it down. Clip it. He said he's leaving me $2 million.
If I write you a blank check for $2 million, do you think you can cash it? No, you can't.
Well, how would it be blank if you wrote $2 million on it with your name on it?
Dude, I could do it. You go ahead and go to the bank. They'll
Yeah.
laugh at you.
Right.
Like Lakitu does every single time you fall off the map.
But we got Crime in the chat right now, rooting on Bobby. We also got Frenzy in the chat as
Let's go,
well. Great
Frenzy.
to see him. They always do an amazing job, T.O. and everything else. Luigi Bucks saying they will be here next week. Great to see you, and I'm excited to see what you're going to be able to do on the Speedway track. But today is going to be a very fun one because we don't have many more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournaments. Granted, what's going on with Mario Kart World, very conflicting thoughts. You go from very much so someone who is hates the game to someone who says the game is amazing. So it's like the middle ground is tough with Mario Kart World because it's so different. We've had this game for 10 years. So this is what we know. And then you gives us a slice of pizza instead of cake. We're like, what are you doing here? We asked for the cake. So it's actually kind of interesting to see where players are still like, is this competitive? What are we going to do? Especially with the competitive Mario Kart 8 Deluxe scene. It has been quite an interesting discourse online.
All right, so I haven't actually asked you the question,
Yes.
point blank. Are you happy with the new game?
I'm mixed. You know what I'm not happy with, and we got to call out. We got to call it out. $80 price tag for Mario Kart.
Oh, it's big.
With the bundle, it's $50, which I think makes the game a lot more palpable. But that $80 price tag has irked me in many different ways, especially when you see in the game, they take a lot of step backs because they're trying to do a full reset with the new generation. So it's like, especially, there's little things that add up where I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And it's really weird to think that they're charging this premium price tag and they didn't think about all these little things that slowly start to add up.
So I have a question for you. Do you
Yes.
think, years ago when Nintendo came out, they used to give you a free game with
No.
your console?
No.
Yeah,
no.
they gave you
No,
Super
no, I'm
Mario
saying no
Brothers.
to your question already.
So you don't believe that if they would have dropped the $80 and just gave it the flat bundle price, they would sell more units?
Oh, well, absolutely. Okay, all right. You got me there. You got me there. I thought you were going to say, would they do the same thing today? I would say no.
No.
I mean, like, I got my GameStop membership, so I'm pre-ordering Donkey Kong.
Of
I
course
got my
you are.
Donkey Kong Bonanza coming in next month, so I'm using my $5 coupons for that. So, you know what? The Nintendo of today, and I have to shout out a YouTube channel that talks about the history of Nintendo because
Okay.
everyone's been throwing out the price tags, inflation, all this stuff. And
Tariffs.
Tariffs. But then you just got to realize the mentality of Nintendo has changed a lot
It has.
throughout the years, not just because of things out of our control. They have just become a different company. And this is a different qualifying races. Let's stop talking about the boring stuff, Logan, and see these wonderful racers on the one, the only Sweet Sweet Canyon.
Bobby is in first place currently right now, and he's got to be the favorite for this qualifier. It's up. Whoa. As I say that, Bobby's just
Too much Mario
crushing
Kart.
walls.
You can see his smile because
Yeah.
it's too much Mario Kart World. I'm telling you. But they're also
he
trying
gave
to
us a thumbs up.
adjust the camera as well as they're trying to adjust their racing lines. Blackout's here in 5th place. Got that green shell. Sees the Fire Flower. Fire Flower nerfed in the new game,
Nerfed,
by the way.
yes.
Thank goodness. But the
Boom!
bomb.
How did they get by that?
How did that
How
happen?
did that happen? That was that had to have been a
That bomb was dead.
dead, right?
Dead.
Dead in the water.
Couldn't even see any competitor even if they wanted to. But Harper, hello, gonna be here, gonna get squished though, down to 6th place.
Yeah, well, now down to 7th, but they have that mushroom. We check in on Breezy right now in 12th place. They've got that star. Let's pop it, lock it, and drop it. And they have. Now they've got that golden mushroom. Hold on to that until your start is done because you will need that. Now, let's start using that gold.
Oh, Blackout's here in 4th place. got the triple greens, got to get out of the middle of the track. Blue shell on the way to Kiro. They have nothing to avoid except that banana, which is actually the best thing you could do. And then the worst thing that can happen is that you're going to get trailed out by a red shell.
Yeah, right now, Kiro in 8th place, not exactly where they'd like to be. By the way, Kiro's been doing quite well in the last few weeks. I'd like to see
how did
them
last week go for him?
Very well, actually.
That's nice. That's nice. Kiro's been looking for that victory for a while. I've always been rooting for them. Gotten very unlucky throughout the years, the months. Not been able to come back in those very high stressful situations. But you know who did? Bobby. Here in first place. Got that mushroom, and all of the rest of the pack, 2nd through 12th, just decimating each other and allowing Bobby to hit that donut and say, "Onk, I'm eating the good chocolate-covered donut, and I'm going to grab this first place victory, and it tastes good."
All right, Kiro was 2nd place and Blackout in 3rd place. Kiro looking good. Bobby doing exactly what Bobby does. It's Bobby's world right now. We're all just trying to get a nut.
And Blackout really back with us again, and being consistent now. It's great to see that they're getting back into the competitive scene.
Yeah.
They were a part of their high school time trialing league where you competed against a bunch of different high schools across the valley, and they were actually coaching a lot of their own teammates on what you should do here, what you got to do there. This is the shortcut that you got to do here. So it was really cool to see that whenever they came back into the chat, they were like, "Yeah, I've been doing this, I've been doing that." And I'm like, I wish I had that in high school. What are y'all doing?
In high school, we had typing class for me. And something, an abacus, I don't know what it was all about. But I got to tell you this. If I could come down to the HyperX already, yeah, get hyped. Get hyped, everybody. Make some noise. If I could come down here and make money each and every single day for playing video games, I would live here.
This is what it's all about. Love, support, and money. That's what we're here for. We're going on
Mario Kart, baby.
Ridge on race number 2.
And here we are, qualifier number 3, race number 2 of 4. We got Breezy currently in 11th place. They're not using any of our loadout.
No, not at all. And not hitting that drift button either. You got to hit that right bumper right before you get to a turn. And then you'll be able to grab a mini turbo, super mini turbo, or ultra mini turbo, depending on how long you hold it for. So remember, right bumper, and you'll be able to grab a drift just like Nameless is doing right here.
Yeah, Nameless is using that drift to their best ability, and that's why they're in first place. Because the more you drift, the bigger bonuses you get.
Yeah, it's the key factor of this game. You don't, don't even know how to drift. You see Cletus there.
Yo, look at the smile on Cletus' face. He
shaking
knows.
their head saying,
he knows.
Hey, I just defied death right there, as Logan would like to reference. We got that first place run right now, and they are doing work. Got that Mr. Scooty unlocked. That's my favorite card in the game. So I am rooting for you, Cletus. Let's see what they're going to be able to grab. A bomb. Remember, you want to hold on to this for a little bit. You need defense throughout the race.
Cletus now in first place, holding on to that bomb just like you said they would. And I'm going to say they're going to throw it back right there. They're not. They're going to hold on to it. They've got a coin in backup, and they're all over the track. They got squidded out, but you know what? They are currently doing quite well. Nameless right behind them in second place.
Got that red shell, so this is going to be the deciding factor of what's about to happen. If they are able to grab another red is the question. They do not. So currently in their spot, you got to hold that defense. You cannot contest first at all, but they're going to throw forward that red shell. It gets stopped by the banana on the road, which is going to be so insanely important for Cletus to keep this first place going.
And we have not seen anybody take that shortcut, by the way. It's an item shortcut. You got to have a mushroom to do it. And here we go. It's almost as if I wished it into fruition. First place finish, Cletus, and Cletus has some fans in the audience tonight. They are making noise here at the HyperX Arena. Kiro in second and Nameless in third.
Beautiful work by Kiro and Nameless as well. Grabbing that podium is the first steps onto getting forward into the marathon that is this night of non-stop action-packed racing. Baby Mario and Luigi getting a
little bit of love there.
You know what? They're right beside each other. That's adorable. What are you talking about?
Bobby just walked into the
I got scared.
Booth,
no, go back down on the stage, bro.
Get down to the stage.
Get down to the stage. What, really? Okay, all right. Sit in. Sit in. Sit in.
Come on, Bobby.
Sit in. Take a seat. Take a seat. Really? You don't want to sit? Like, turn this out. You can sit. Oh, you just got, okay, go right in the middle. That's how we're going to know this.
All hell is broken loose in the caster booth.
I love it. You know what? Why not? There's only a few speedways
Bobby,
left. We
the
got to keep it
camera's
fresh.
over here.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
you
we'll
gotta
look at
watch.
it.
You gotta watch his screen right there.
Oh, he's actually gonna play from up here?
Yes.
Oh, you're actually gonna play from up here? All right, hold on a second. Who thinks Bobby can win from up here? All right,
Hey, you got some support. You got some support. All right.
Do you want a chair? All right, he's gonna stand. They call him Hungry Box. I felt like I got trolled into saying that out loud.
No, that's just an actual person. You don't know him?
No,
Oh, brother.
Next, you guys are gonna be telling me Skibbity Toilet's a thing.
Yeah, it's Smash Bros. That's fair. You're commentating Mario Kart, not Smash Bros. Two different things. Are you gonna pick your track already? Come on, man. Just kidding. I'm joking.
It's
I'm
a random.
joking. I know.
I'm gonna
It's a
sit down
joke.
because this is gonna be a little bit.
All right, if your controller disconnects, I'm just saying, we ain't
Oh,
restarting.
I will throw you over
RWS
this.
from all the way up here is actually going to be hilarious. This is one of our skill in-depth tracks in the game, so if Bobby messes it up, get 12th, buddy.
Somewhere.
Oh,
He
cool.
drives just like Pidgey, he says.
So it's going to be
So
good.
bad.
It's going to be one of the best
Bad.
time trials worldwide, number
Not
one
good.
in the game, by the way. Watch the Ghost. Blackout's going to start us off on to race number 3, though.
He is playing from up here, yes, indeed. Bobby is actually playing from up here. Qualifier, race number 3,
Okay.
up 4. I don't, why is he playing up here?
Oh, my God. John Cena's on the stage right now. Bobby,
my
what
gosh.
happened to Bobby?
I
He's
can't
gone.
see him.
Oh, my God. We're
And by the way, John Cena, if you're at home because you follow me on Twitter, I need you to do me a favor. Hit a tanning booth. For the love of God, you're a wrestler again.
Yeah. What Bobby's wrestling with right now is lag. So it's kind of crazy because the latency, allied family of the night, Bobby, as we're going to be seeing. Bobby trying to accept that Piranha Plant, gets almost triple ready, but pulls out a triple greens of their own and trails out. Doesn't actually connect. Lag is a thing still, but they're going to be able to have a little space between themselves and 5th place, working their way up. You want to put money on if they get first? I'll put a quarter.
All right, I've got, I'll double that.
Really?
Yeah, I got a whole 50 cents.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you know what 50 cents stands for? Change.
So you're saying yes or no?
I got it.
Yes, he's going to win?
No. Yes, he wins. And
This race? That's what I'm saying,
tied,
this race.
he loses? I don't know.
Yeah. Are you yes or no? Does he win?
Yes, he wins.
Okay, then I'll take no, he doesn't win.
All right, so now Bobby's trolling me. Bobby says he's not winning
I'm 50
now.
cents richer, baby. I'm taking that.
Oh, don't spend it all in one place.
It's impossible not to do so. Kiro, though, going to get hit by that blue shell right before the boost panel, so that's going to skyrocket them right back up the top speed. Great play there to at least keep their front-running presence going. We are not going to be able to see them roll into that next item box. Shock comes down. Double shock on RWS, kind of crazy.
Very crazy right now. Kiro in first place. Bobby not even close, but that's because he's up here in the booth.
And yeah, let's see how he's doing so far. Oh, got the bullet bill. Will there be triple shock on RWS as we got Kiro here front running this game right now. Got the bomb, backs it, aligns themselves perfectly with that red, but double reds, will it stop their run? And that's gonna be Blackout taking over first place.
First place finish. Kiro in second place. And who's in third place?
Third.
Bobby got third place. All right, that's good.
Good job, good job. You think it was that bad? Okay, all right. So you got to do one more race up here? Yeah. All right, we're going to finish up the qualifier up here for Bobby. Bobby, what's your review of Mario Kart World so far? You put in a lot of time on time trials, but not online. How are you liking how it handles?
It's definitely different.
In a good way or a bad way?
Neither.
All right. Well, he says neither, so we'll see what the consensus is in a few weeks from now. He has the worst track takes in the game, but the most winning guy here. Yes.
All right, I owe
yes.
you 50 cents now.
Yes, you do.
All right, double or nothing.
Oh, we'll take a double or nothing.
Bobby, get first place. Get first place. We're going to have a whole $1. All right, so Bobby says Kiro needs to dodge him in 5th place. Let's find out. It's the final race of our qualifier number 3. Let's see if Bobby has what it takes to take on the competition.
Blackout's going to start us out, though, onto Grumble Volcano, a front-running track. So if you get hit out, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to come back in this track. Blackout, talking about it, spoken into existence, going to get trailed out here. Sees that triple green's right in front of him and a red shell. So spacing so important in this game as well. If you get too close to another competitor, they are going to trail that item and take you out. And not to dinner, into last place.
This is a track filled with hot magma.
It is very hot, very magma, and you don't want to jump in that. And the fun thing about Mario Kart World is that you actually sink inside the magma and then you get saved, which is actually kind of cute. It's kind of like quicksand. Nameless here, then 2nd place. Kiro.
Boo! Blue shell.
Getting hit by that blue shell, but still holding on to 1st place. Dodges the boomerang. Shot comes down. And that's just really unideal for Kiro right now as they try to collect some coins to get back up to 10 coins. Why is 10 coins so important, Logan?
Well, because it makes you go faster than if you have 9 or less coins.
That is true. I always like to say 10 coins, 45 miles per hour.
Yes.
0 coins, 40. It makes a huge difference in your racing speed. Blackout here in 2nd place. Bobby's
How's
in
Bobby
8th
doing?
right now.
He's in 8th place.
So I'm about to double my money, baby.
Oh, God. Bobby, do some work. Bobby said, bro, this is hard.
Blackout.
Pause, by the way.
Pause.
Yeah.
Blackout here in 2nd, going to do a little bit of a counter hop there, trying to keep their speed up and take over pod number 3. Gets item screened, but will they take this opportunity to snipe that competitor out? They get the draft and use their green shell to take out pod number 3. Blackout's in first right now. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead.
Well, he's got a mushroom right now, and he's got a good lead. So I think they're going to have this. However, this Mario Kart World, well, Mario Kart Deluxe 8 is unforgiving. And there you go. Red shell, don't care. Done. And the crowd goes wild.
Blackout only has a few more turns to go. Still in 1st place. The red shell don't care, and nor does Blackout as they confirm a 1st place finish on the final race. And I just made $1. Oh, you got 3rd again? No, that's pretty good. How bad is the lag, though?
All right, so Bobby's saying the lag is about a half a second. All right, I got $1 for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on, let's wait till we're on camera. Bobby, get out of my booth. No, Bobby, get out of my booth. We can't hear you. Get out of my booth. I lost a whole $1.
You bet on the wrong horse.
You did. And that's what happens when you know the players and don't know the game, Logan.
Sad face.
Let me put this right here in the wallet. Ka-ching. We going double or nothing, Logan? What's the next bet?
Yeah, my next bet is that Bobby wins the entire night.
Double or
I already
nothing?
said Jackie Juarez, but you know what?
Wow, you're going back on Jack?
I'm going
you're
back
going
on
back
Jack.
That's
I'm going back
crazy.
On Jack.
That's messed up.
Look, I can't afford to lose $1. I need that money back.
You can't afford to lose $1?
No, give it back to me.
Well, guess who's not getting their one? Oh, you can't even buy a McDonald's chicken sandwich
You can't
anymore
even do
with
that.
$1.
You might be able to buy a fish fillet, but that's about it.
No way. Actually, I'm
Do
curious.
they even make
Do you
them?
want to put money on it? Double or nothing. How much does a fish fillet cost? To the cent.
$2.55.
You want to actually bet?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Hold on, I'll look it up. This is just fun. You know what?
I don't know. I'm too old to eat fast food anymore.
That
so
had
I have
nothing to
no
do
idea.
with Mark at 8 Deluxe. But you know what? This has already gone silly mode with Bobby being up in the booth. But hopefully the app will load one of these days. Okay, order.
I got French fries.
Order. Hold on. Hold on, we're getting there. We're getting there. Fish. No way.
No, please tell me I'm right. No, I'm right.
No.
I'm right.
Wait, filet-o-fish, right?
Yeah.
How much did you say?
$2.55. Come on.
$6.29. I don't think this is the right McDonald's. There's no way.
No.
Fish fillet is $6.29, right?
That is the most expensive fish fillet you will ever have. And you know what?
Okay, that's on the Las Vegas Boulevard. Hold
All
on.
right,
No. Let's do a real one.
Let's check out the scores
Let's do the
first.
scores. All right, but McDonald's can wait.
$6?
$6. You owe me 2 now, buddy. Let's see the standings on how qualifier number 3 ended out. We got Blackout in first place with 47 points. Bobby tying with Cletus there in second place. Hero in fourth with 42. Nameless in fifth with 31. Elevated in sixth with 27 points. Harper Hello in seventh with 26 points. And Breezy in eighth with 6 points. Harper actually has a huge chance of going forward in that semifinal, so I'm excited to see who's our first semifinalist. I am cooking.
Chomping at the
ready.
bit. You are. You're chomping at the bit.
I am.
I can't get over that.
Okay, hold on. All right. How much is it not on the strip? All right, $6.25.
$2.55.
$6.
It's not $6. Let's find out if Amon Green has had a $6 fish fillet.
That is nuts.
Hey, Amon, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Logan. Pidgey, how you guys doing?
Oh, you're looking good now. Look at you, full HD, looking good.
So fresh and so clean. Look at that Amon Green Foundation shirt. Talk to me a little bit about your foundation and how it helps the youth of today.
Well, it started back in 2002, and I started doing free football camps for kids in Wisconsin and Nebraska. And now, rebooting it in a way to now do esports camps and esports training, consulting, things of that nature, because we know, we all three know that the industry is growing in so many different ways. So I want to definitely be a part of that wave and start surfing on it and making sure I got my piece of, I say, a stake in the industry and helping everybody out grow together.
Now, you've been watching. Do you
Yes.
think you can do better than the rest of the competition up here right now? Be honest with us.
I'm too humble to say it like that. I would say, look, I can hang with everyone that's racing today, and they're doing really good. What I've noticed though, I pay attention to the drifting because that is where a good Mario Kart player from another Mario Kart player. So the drifting is a little different from mine, and they've been drifting on the inside part of the lanes. I've noticed that, so that's something I may want to. I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna try it out, see what it looks like, or see what it feels like. Obviously, when you hit the inside part of the lane, you can take the lead in a lot of races. So I think that's part of the reason why they're doing that. I'm like I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I know Bobby was the favorite in that one, but he struggled, with the lag. I guess coming up by you guys wasn't the best idea for him. But so hopefully he got a learning lesson there. But it's been, like I said, great racing. And I was talking with the Veli, backstage pretty much, and he said, "Man, I don't know what these kids are on. These kids are on a whole nother level of Mario Karting out there." And so it's gonna be interesting how fast they get to Mario Kart 9 and how they master that and find all the shortcuts and all the ins and outs on that game as well.
Now, you're a future Hall of Famer. You're one of the greatest running backs to ever touch a football. The pigskin, as John Madden would say. What is some advice that you could give to everybody up here who's never been on a stage under the lights in the arena getting it done? Because you've been here in the house. You understand what it takes to compete on this stage. What do they need to focus on?
Just focus on their game. Find a place, their happy place in their head. Because obviously, not being on the stage, a lot of people don't like that. They don't like to be out front, having to speak, to talk to people. I was like that years ago when I was in high school, but obviously I had to come out of that because that's what I'm doing now. I'm talking in front of people. I'm talking online with people like yourselves and on my stream and on other people's podcasts and things of that nature. So you got to find that happy place in your head where it puts you in a place that you're very comfortable to be in. And it doesn't feel overwhelming and you got people staring at you. You don't feel none of that. So find that virtual spot in your brain and put yourself there. And that's where you're able to go out and compete in person. Because obviously in esports, there's a such thing as competition anxiety. That means when you're in front of people, it feels different from playing at home. That thing is real. I've been a part of that. I've actually felt it from time to time early in my playing career and esports career when I started going out to events and doing fighting game tournaments in person. It was a different feel. And I was like, oh man, I kind of felt that. I was like, okay, I see what I got to handle. And so you do that by making sure you're fully aware of everything around you, all at the same time. You don't pay attention to nothing either. You just focus on your game so you can go out there and have a good match.
Now, what's it like playing on home turf as opposed to playing away? Because right now we've got fans in the arena. They've been making a lot of noise for their favorites. How big of a push is that to have your friends and family behind you?
Oh man, I mean to be there playing Mario Kart and you got your mom, dad, or your best friends in there cheering for you, it doesn't get any better than that. That's a good feeling. That means you feel people got your back and they're supporting you, and it makes it a little bit easier. Like I was talking about that anxiety to get in front of a crowd to play a video game for a competition for money and for points and all that. Now it makes it a little bit easier when you have that support system behind you.
So how is it comparable coming from the NFL field to esports? Do you feel the same enthusiasm? Do you feel the same excitement and enjoyment? Or was the NFL just a little bit bigger?
No, I feel the same. I feel the same. I'm getting to that point where now, getting now on a new level, working with HyperX Esports and Allied Esports. Like I'm gonna be online. Like last night, Fortnite frags got my butt kicked. Now I'm like, I was like, okay. I remember days like this, being a freshman in college or being a rookie in the NFL, where I had a bad day. That was a bad day, and now I've mastered how to bounce back from bad days. So now I'm looking forward to the next match. I'm already in my head. Tonight, when I get off this stream, I'm gonna play like an hour of Fortnite tonight, another hour tomorrow. Start getting Fortnite kind of in my, daily routine, so I know what it feels to drop solo and get ready and basically have my antenna up because my reaction was slow, obviously, from the match. What you saw last night, other than the one getting shot out the sky, I can't do nothing about that one. But for the ones that was on the ground, getting caught off guard, that's just my reaction, not reacting fast enough to what was coming out, at me when they already hear me and see me and they already got their guns pointed at me and they're firing. So that's just working that reflex to make sure I'm ready when I hit the ground on Fortnite or any other game.
Now, with the Alumni Media Network and the Alumni Esports Network, everything that we're going to be doing here at the HyperX Arena, we're going to be playing a lot of games with a lot of great athletes. Which game are you specifically stoked to be playing?
All of them. I'm real. All of them. Madden, Call of Duty. Some. Hopefully, we can mix Halo in there one day, and then throw in some Beyond Fighting games between Smash, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. Gran Turismo, maybe some top spin tennis, NHL hockey, all of it. Because I'm a gamer at heart. That means I play everything, and so I've been talking to my teammates. I've been talking to the guys I've been recruiting in here. Watching a couple nights ago, Eli Pancol and Jamison Crowder, two Duke Blue Devil football players. One's a rookie at Jacksonville. Another one is a veteran with the Commanders. Seeing them go at it, I'm so excited about that. So to talk to my friends that were my teammates in college now and older friends now, getting their mindsets ready, and they're like, I'm sending them the links after some of these streams so that I can say, hey, this is what we're going to be competing in, this is what we're going to be doing, are you ready for that? I'm like, it's just going to take us back to the days in the college dorm rooms 30 years ago here in Lincoln, Nebraska, where we're trash talking between Tecmo Bowl and Double Dribble and Madden when it came out then. So it's gonna be a fantastic experience. That's the whole poise of it, the whole cause of the Alumni Esports League, to have that experience of bringing back good memories, but also bring some competition out of us all, basically.
All right, last question before I bid you adieu for a little while. Your college roommate, his name was Michael. Who is better at video games at the end of the day?
No, it was Marcus, my roommate. And I would say I had a little edge on him. I was into the gaming a little bit more. He was a big offensive lineman from Oceanside, California. Shout out to Marcus Johnson. Hope he's doing well. And but no, I think I had a little edge. I had that edge of competition. But I think we didn't play a whole lot. If we did anything, we couch co-op playing some old school Super Mario Brothers like 3 and some Legend of Zelda around that time.
A little bit of Legend of Zelda. Everybody loves that, and you are a legend. I hope you're not lactose intolerant because it does involve dairy, my friend. Ahmad Green, we're gonna check back in with you. You are. Yo, bro, I got nothing but love for you. You already know Ahmad Green. If you don't know, you should.
I like what you saying there.
We'll check back in with you in a little bit, brother.
All right, PG. Talk to you later, Logan. Peace.
He is nothing but a gentleman, right?
Absolutely.
Like, how much fun is that?
You know, it's kind of insane, the flip of the switch, right?
Right.
Going into I will kill you mode, tackling you onto the ground, running away, and then you go from seeing them and how humble they are, and really the mentality that they have, and that there's just, hey, at the end of the day, it's a game, and you got to be able to put your best foot forward and go.
But he's experienced the game at the top level of any sport that you want to talk about. He will be in the Hall of Fame within the next 2 years. Mark my words, write it down, take a picture. It will last longer. Ahman Green is one of the greatest of all time.
That truly, truly. But what's going to be even greater,
What's
Ahman Green, is seeing who's going to go forward in the semifinals. Right after this quick commercial break, we will be back with more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action after this. world, a little bit of a show of the open world. You're able to see Mario travel throughout the world, and it's actually really fun because when you go online, you're actually able to travel around the world while you wait for the next match to start. Really, really cool stuff, but we're gonna be here for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, another amazing, fantastic game. Been here for 10 years. So much money has been given out at this tournament alone. We did the math, and if we think about it, with Bobby winning over probably 80 of these, right? And with that $200 a piece, it is a lot of money that they've won here today, not today, but just throughout the years. But we got the racers on deck putting their hand who needs to get top 6 to move forward.
We've got Batter Cookie. We've got Blackout, Jackie Wars, Cletus, Ankles, JJ Bros, Stallo. Elliot doesn't exist, but I'm pretty sure he does today. Mr. Scooty, DK Mama, Little Bit Psycho, and Sundrop coming up for semifinals number 1.
That's what it's all about. I am excited. This is a stacked lobby to say the least. And a lot of these competitors, remember the next step, 6 races, you're able to pick your track,
right,
and then you'll be able to make some money because everyone who gets to grand finals gets paid out here today. So a lot of these competitors, especially a lot of these underdogs here, are going to try and find their way into the piggy bank and pull out some cash from the HyperX arena and go home with double your money. So it's all here right now that matters the most.
Well, that's the thing about all of our local tournaments here at the HyperX arena. We give you money to come down and play video games. Your mama wants you to sit in the basement and tells you to touch some grass and come to the HyperX arena and get hyped, just like these proponents of Pedal Masters right now, because it's Mario Kart time. And let's get hyped for the semifinals number 1, baby.
Here are your competitors. Love to hear the energy. Batter Cookie walking us down. Hopefully they don't run into a wall because I do not see his eyes at all. Don't know how they're even finding their way downtown throughout the tunnel, but we are currently seeing these competitors trying to be locked in as much as possible.
Yo, somebody just gave us the John Cena, you can't see me, by the way. And the HyperX Arena is actually chanting their favorite names of the competitors coming to the stage. That's what you cannot contend with. When you're at home and all you gotta listen to is the dude in your head, right? Well, guess what? Here, you got a lot more going on.
If the dude in your head sounds like Logan, don't listen to him.
No, don't do that.
It's bad news.
Although, my voice is awesome. Yeah, see, they agree. They agree.
They agree.
They do.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
what they're cheering
the
about.
players are ready. They've headed to the stage. Semifinals number 1. Who are you looking to come away with a victory?
Oh, it's tough to say as we look upon that stage, but I really do like what Cletus brought into their qualifying round.
Cletus.
They were very good. Knew exactly what they wanted to do. Rocking that Mr. Scooty,
Yep.
which is my favorite cart in that game. There is a lot to think about when it goes down and happens and all of this other stuff. Semifinals a whole different ball game than qualifiers. That's what I'm talking about. Way more difficult. These racers got through that first round, and now you're going against people who really know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, the dial gets turned up a little bit. If we're at 5 for the qualifiers, we're up to 8 for the semis. And then it gets turned all the way up to 11,
It does.
baby, for those grand finals.
I would even a 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 24.
You know why? Because that's how high it goes. Yes, if you know that quote, you win. I don't
What do
know
they
what
win?
well, the dollar in your pocket.
What?
Yeah, give him
I
the
didn't
dollar.
agree to that.
No, give him the
We
dollar.
didn't make that bet.
No, that dude down there knew that was a Spinal Tap reference. Give them the dollar.
Hey, if anyone knows what a Spinal Tap reference is, it's me, buddy. And if you know what that means, I'm sorry.
They know. They know. Knowing's half the battle. Let's go, G.I. Joe. Look, how beautiful does this game look, by the way?
It is gorgeous. You're seeing the Switch 2 on full display. The screen, gorgeous, even though not
Small,
in OLED.
but that's genetics.
No, oh, okay, all right. Not in OLED, all right, talking about genetics, but the screen still looks beautiful. It still looks wonderful, and the game is gorgeous. Like I said, Rainbow Road is one of my favorite tracks out of all the Rainbow Roads ever, and really, it is something interesting because after 10 years, we've had 3 Splatoon games, but
Yeah.
what we have here is a product that's been thought about for years and years and years. So if you're able to check it out, try it out, because Mario Kart World, it's a whole different flavor to say the least. Like you're seeing right there, the tricks, the grind rails, and everything you can do here, especially with that alone, is so, so cool.
You can do a kickflip in this game, and I just want to see how good you actually are at Mario Kart. Hey, buddy, dodge this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, it hit him. The bullet bill gets you every single time. You can't even get out of the way of it.
No,
get out the way, Pidgey. Get out the way,
You can
Pidgey.
actually get out of the way in the new game, because when you get hit by a bullet bill in this one, you just tilt over to the side like you saw me do. You know what? So I didn't get knocked over by it. Hey.
That's true.
Hey,
That's
I'm
true.
still driving in a straight line, baby. I'm going. But when we're talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
Yes.
that's what we're playing here today. One of the biggest factors is grabbing those 10 coins. They changed it to 20 in Mario Kart World, but 10 coins is going to be the key factor. What is going to change with what these competitors can do on the racetrack? 10 coins, you'll go fast.
I'm sorry. I am just enthralled with
Yeah, I
how
am too.
awesome
I
it
am
is
too.
here. The arena is super hyped. The HyperX arena has its namesake for a reason, because we are hyped tonight. Oh man.
An understatement of the century,
Right?
Logan. It is great to hear the energy, the love, and all of the support that's being poured out from the audience. That's what it's all about. And it's really, there's no other place you can do that.
No.
Where can you go on the biggest stage in esports, play some Mario Kart, and cheer for your favorite competitors? We got that randomizer going. Not so
Random anymore.
anymore, as you're able to pick those tracks. With where are we going first? It's going to be Yoshi's Circuit. And
Well,
by Yoshi's Circuit, I mean Yoshi's Island.
Island, it's the same.
Just kidding.
Let's
It's
get excited.
Circuit.
It's circuit.
I
It's
know,
circus.
That's a funny joke, right?
Yeah, back and forth. Here we go.
Here
First
we
race,
go.
semifinals, number 1.
Let's get it. Top 6 move forward. 6 races. Blackout is going to start us all off. And this is a bagging track.
It is a bagging
If you do not
track.
know what bagging is, it's called doing exactly what Blackout is doing. You go back, grab power items, grab coins, and then you go forward from there. What we do see a little bit Psycho in here in 7th place, Sundrop in 4th, but they're going to get item screen. Did not wait for that item box to appear just yet.
Now, here's the thing is we saw everybody go right past that waterfall. Coming into the 2nd lap and the 3rd lap of this race, that waterfall is going to play a really particular part, because you're going to be able to use that shortcut.
Yes, you are, especially if you use a bullet bill,
Yes.
because you'll get something called a bullet extension that makes it max out on the time that you spend inside the bullet bill. Very important, especially on a track like this. DK Mama, though, gonna be able to pop that mushroom, go right through that shortcut, sees Donkey Kong Jr. right in front of him, and the target is locked, and they get backed by a banana. You drop down to 3rd place, but there's still time left. Blue Shell on the way in the 2nd lap.
Yeah, they've got that red shell right now. The blue shell just squeaks on by, just a bit outside. As we check out that Elliott doesn't exist. Elliott is existing in 1st place, and boom, shalak lock, boom. There goes the lightning.
And that's going to drop him down to 2nd place, but Elliott still in a very, very good spot. Let's see what they're going to be able to do in this last lap, and it's going to be getting squish time as they get bumped to the side, but still able to grab an item. Triple greens. Let's see, can they land these snipes coming up? Pod number 2 in the target eye line. Not going for it just yet, but JJ Bros here in 3rd.
JJ Bros coming back each and every single week, and they keep getting better and better each week that we see them. Right now, JJ Bros had those mushrooms, not going to be able to use them because they got shorted out.
Oh, Jackie Wards smuggled a ghost
Nice!
up to 1st place with a mushroom.
Huge!
And they're going to be able to grab a finish line.
Oh!
A lightning shock dodgerino. Fatter Cookie there in 3rd.
Yo, that's Jack doing exactly what Jack likes to do, baby. Hey, call yourself Nicholson, because you are worth a dime.
Are you sure, Logan, that you're going to still go back on Jack? Are you sure? It's looking good.
I'm hearing the audience actually tell me that I made a bad move.
I think so.
I'm hearing them tell me right now.
You doubled
that
or nothing. It's
I
$4,
may not-
Logan.
I may not be the smartest person in this booth right now.
Yeah, you already lost $1. It's about to be $5 when you
Oh,
lose.
Man, I lost $1 already?
Yeah. You said double or nothing, buddy.
Yeah, I
On
need
to
that
Bobby.
dollar back.
Bobby better be clutching up.
Dude, I love the excitement here. If you cannot feel the excitement, it is palpable. Cut it with a knife, like Mean Gene Okerlund used to say. This is exciting, and you got to be here for all the awesomeness that is the HyperX Arena. Look, we had Friday Night Frags last night. Tonight, we've got Saturday Night Speedway. Tomorrow at noon, we've got Marvel Rivals. And then after that, we've got Versus, baby. Your time to be able to play against some of the best athletes in the entire world.
And talking about some of the best, this is one of my favorite tracks in the game, DK Jungle, a front runner's paradise, and it is so much fun to race on. I actually do miss this track a lot. Comparatively to something like DK Spaceport in the new game, I just love how this track handles.
Well, you know what? It's a beautiful track.
It is.
And you like that.
The waterfalls, the giant flower, you can land a super bounce off that flower. If you don't know what that is, you drift, and then you let go of the drift off the boost panel right before you land on the flower, and it will skyrocket you forward a very long way.
So my question to you right now is, if you could take one track from Deluxe 8 and move it over to the world, what track would it be and why?
Logan, do you even need to ask me that question?
No, I don't.
No, you don't, because you already know the answer. Super
DK
Bell
Summit.
Subway.
Oh.
Good one, buddy.
Hey,
Good one.
If you've never watched this show before, that's his least favorite track, all right?
No, bottom, triple F tier. But Super Bell Subway, I love the track. It's so much fun. I would love to see it in World some way, somehow. JJ Bros would like to see themselves in top 6, but that bullet bill says, no, no, no. Looking like me in the caster booth, because they got smacked across the head with that bullet bill.
Yeah, they definitely did. JJ Bros shaking his head at us. Cletus right now looking very locked in and very secure in their 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5, 6. So many different places. Bullet Bill coming by, and Cletus has fallen off the map. He's got a smile on his face, but you know he's not smiling inside.
And Blackout's going to be able to have that Piranha plant, and a little bit of a present. The person who got blue shelled also gets Piranha planted. Triple Reds here in 2nd place. Gonna force pod number 3's air horn. They're gonna leave them extremely vulnerable and in a really good spot for Blackout if they are able to land this next red. They should throw it right now. There we go.
There we go.
Gonna be able to, dodge it with the banana on the road. So pod number 3's front run is going to continue. Has that bomb. Blackout gotta play it safe. If they don't, they're getting backed and they're gonna get launched back. That red shell, will they use it? Will they force the bomb to be used by Jaguars? But blue shell on the way. Jack's gonna back the bomb on the left double. Blue shell is gonna be there. Hits Jaguars in the sky, but they have some forward momentum to keep their run going. Red shell thrown, not landed. Mushroom in the head for Blackout, but it's not enough.
Oh my God, Jaguars with the 1st place finish. Blackout in 2nd place, and in 3rd, Batter Cookie with that hair just looking like he doesn't care.
Hey, you know what? You got the hair and just don't care. I wish I had long, curly hair like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, join
with
the
you.
club.
It was rough, buddy.
Yeah, well, you know, here we are. That was race number 2 of 6. We're in the semifinals, and wow.
It's been nonstop action.
It
neck
has.
and neck. Literally comparatively to the qualifiers, the racing, the excitement, the energy. Even 10 times what it once was. And it's just so exciting because it really does come down to this.
Your screen went black.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to conserve batteries so that it would, last throughout the rest of the stream.
Saving
the
your
battery
batteries?
life ain't too
Oh,
great.
all right. Well, talk to me about that. How long is the battery life comparatively to the last
Well, like
Switch?
the OLED lasts around 3 to 4 hours of game time. This one, 1 to 2 hours. So it's a
Ooh,
half.
that's not good.
In my opinion.
That's not even a plane flight.
It is not, but that's why you got a little bit of a battery pack, plug it in, and pray that it's going to be charged.
Well,
but yes,
here we are. We're going to Paris.
Paris Promenade.
Paris.
What a track. This was the start of all of the DLC
Yes, it
courses
was.
in this game, in the Booster Course Pass. It was a very controversial one, to say the least, because you're seeing like the textures, the buildings, it's not as pretty as some of the tracks that we've seen, but I'm absolutely a huge person who says Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is one of the most beautiful games on the Switch.
All right, Mr. Scooty right now in 6th place, up to 5th. They've got that mushroom. They're probably going to drop it right after here. Once they hit the ground, I'm going to guess.
Hit the
And I
ground
was right.
running, goes through that double item box, and they're going to be able to grab not the most ideal loadout going this wider path and this longer path. If you go the left path, it's a lot faster.
Yeah, and you know what? There's something to be said about picking and choosing your battles in this game. As we see a bomb go up in the air, and boom, Elliott right now falls back into 10th place.
Slamming their face into the green shell just like they don't care. Elliott doesn't exist, currently not existing in the top 6, and that's really where you want to be no matter what. JJ Bros in a great spot along with Blackout in first. Let's see, will they be able to utilize this Fire Flower? No, third place goes wide for that double item box. Still holding on to this Fire Flower, not gonna chain their items. It's a great defensive tool because you have so many options at your disposal when it comes to this Fire Flower.
Yeah, and you know what? In the new game, the Fire Flowers seem to be a little bit bigger. The actual fireballs, right?
Yes, they're actual fireballs. They're slower. You don't get as many. And Blackout, though, is going to be able to blue shell dodge. And talking about things that change, blue shell dodge window even bigger than you have in this game. So it's a lot more accessible for everyone to be able to do that in the new game. But JJ Bros duking it out, going to lose their defense and gets passed up and outlined by the other Daisy.
Yeah, right now, JJ Bros fighting for that second place. They got the double item box right there, and they've got a red shell.
But what, Logan? What was the stickiness of what just happened on that play?
Wow, JJ Bros second place finish right there. Jackie Juarez in third place, and bro, man, wow. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words. It very rarely happens, but that was so super close.
It was super duper 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 close. Back to back, you saw the draft, you saw them hit the wall, which is what brought them back, and then they got trailed by JJ Bros' red shell, which was just an unfortunate chain of events. But that's Mario Kart, baby. That's what we're here for. But I spoke it into existence. That's Mario Kart, baby. Park.
No, don't say it. Don't say it out loud.
Baby Park?
No, don't. Stop saying
Baby Park?
it. No, I was saying
it.
Stop saying
Baby?
Park?
Huh?
It? What?
7 laps of absolute torture.
No,
we're going to see it.
Don't do it.
We're going to see it. I'm going to sit
We've
down
got two Excite Bikes. We've got 2 Excite Bikes.
Okay, we're not going to see it. Actually, I didn't even need to sit down for it. All right, we're going to Daisy Cruiser.
Let's go. Let's get on the boat, baby.
It is actually a really fun track, in my opinion. Front runner heavy. You're going around the boat. You're going Black Ops 2 styling on the cruise ship. So a little bit of a throwback with that one for anyone who does know. Blackout, though, starting us out. Let's see what's coming up.
All right, Blackout in a good position right now. First place, they're going to have to keep that battle going. They're going to take a dip in the pool real quick. Cool down
with
for
this
a hot
100-degree weather.
Right?
I need that.
Well,
I'm not going to lie.
It's called Death Valley for a reason, my friend.
Is it, though?
It is.
All right, makes sense.
All right, so is this the Titanic? Why is everything moving?
Yes, the Titanic. When it's sinking, that would actually be such a fun concept,
right?
Daisy Cruiser, but it's like sinking.
Sinking?
That would be hilarious. Cletus here in 6th place, goes through the longer path of the track though and sees those triple greens right behind him, so they gotta pop these mushrooms to give themselves some space against that triple greens. Grab some triple reds so they should be a little bit safe. Allows DK Mama to go around them with that star to keep themselves a little bit safe. Tries to throw that red shell forward, goes right around that star. Now they're going to be down here in 7th.
Yeah, they're currently in 7th. They're going to throw that red shell. Let's find out if it finds a home. It is not Ankles right now with that green shell. Throws it out there, but the person in front of them had the defensive mechanism built in place. Ankles has now dropped to 50.
Oh, popping those mushrooms. Everyone has a mushroom, so the spacing gonna stay pretty consistent as this blue shell on the way for Blackout. And they're gonna have a red shell, not a mushroom, to keep themselves safe. Double reds, though, gonna be very deadly for whoever is gonna pop up in front of them with an air horn, taking them all the way down to 5th. Firefly bringing them down to 7th. Uses their red shell, takes out DK Mama. Little bit psycho, gonna bump one of the floating tables and bumps the wall again. Backs the boomerang, though. They're still in a really good spot. Gotta just hold on to this final section, final lap. Backs the red shell, but I don't think they were able to line it up correctly. Batter Cookie is here in 1st place.
And he throws himself a banana just to boot. Jackie Juarez coming in 2nd place and finishing out and rounding out our top 3 Ankles. Getting it done. I love that racetrack. I know it's basically a figure eight, but it's a lot of fun.
It is very fun in my opinion, especially the different routes that you can take. I love how all the tables are like moving and you got to weave yourself around them, do some mini turbos, do some snaking, which isn't really very valuable in Mario Kart World either. If you don't know what snaking is, it's going drift right and then you get a mini turbo and drift left. Mini turbo drift right, mini turbo drift left. And it's a very fast way to get around very straight sections. And we've seen a lot of competitors take over spots by just doing that technique, but it doesn't exist in Mario Kart World anymore. But right back at it again with the white vans. We've got
2 Excite bikes again.
That's true.
Let's go. Come on, bring me back to my youth.
We're going to Rainbow Road 3DS edition.
It's still 1985 in my head.
This one?
No, that's when Nintendo came out. Don't worry about it. You weren't born yet. Here we go, Rainbow Road.
All right, I'm lost.
It's okay. It's
All
not
right.
the first time. Won't be the last.
Yeah, no,
we
it
are
won't.
in the 5th race of 6 races in semifinal, number 1.
Let's do it! 2 more races left for these competitors to somehow, some way make their spot and double their money in this tournament. Sundrop starting us out. And this is actually, in my opinion, a little bit more of a difficult track.
Yes.
Because the lines, and it's very front runner heavy. There's not many shortcuts, as DK Mama told you. I told you it's going to be very brutal, especially on these turns. You can fall off very, very fast.
Yeah, there's no leap of faith, even though it feels like there is one. It doesn't exist.
No, it does not. Mr. Scooty, though, here in 5th place, got that defense, and really, like you're seeing, there's not a lot of opportunity to gain back spots. No shortcuts, no nothing. You got to rely on fast driving lines and get up to that 10 points. Give yourself the best advantage to get first.
Well, they got to get themselves through those speed boosts right now. I mean, Mr. Scooty they only utilized 2 out of the 4 of them.
Oh, there we go. Gonna be able to hit those boost panels that time around at least. Jaguar's 2nd place, got that red shell, taking a hop, skip, and jump, got that blue shell. Towards 1st place, backs the red. What I would have potentially done there is throw the red forward to force 1st place to use the defense and try to force their hand some way, somehow. But Jaguars trust enough that they don't have an air horn. If they threw that red shell forward and they had an air horn, it would force them to use it and potentially get hit by the blue shell. But Jaguars going to be able to take those boost panels, move their way forward. Only a few more turns to go before they can confirm their 1st place spot.
Jaguars is trying to make me look bad right now in 1st place. Definitely getting it done. They do have a competitor right behind them. Oh, they got smashed out.
They're going to get Firefly right out, down to 2nd. Batter Cookie grabbing 1st, and that's going to be Blackout in 4th.
And there we go. Jaguar is not
Bros in
able to
3rd.
get it done, but JJ Bro's right there.
Oh, 45 points.
He's got a smile on his face right
Let's
now.
see, 6, 7, 8, and 9
wow.
are
Wow.
all in the
Wow.
running on this final race. 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place all have a chance to take that 6th place spot. 5th through 1st, unreachable in my opinion just right now.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
You're probably right. I'm not going to take off my shoes to do the
your
math.
right, so I hope I am right.
Okay.
To you.
Anyways.
Get it right to you. Get,
I know. I
get
see
it,
what you did
get
there.
It, get it. Whoop. Oh.
All right, here we go. Last race.
Ended up Waluigi Pinball. End it all on there, please. We're in Las Vegas. We're betting all the odds, but we're not going to it. We are going to one of the more complicated tracks in the game. And when you're bottom 6 in that scoreboard, this is not what you want to see.
It is not.
Waluigi Stadium is a beast within a track.
Well, it's very slippery. That's one of the things. Look, this track is very muddy, very slippery, and you're going to have to stay to the left.
Yeah, you're going to want to assume total control as best as possible, because if not, you're going to get trailed out. And the lines that you have to do, you got to time trial this track. If you don't, you're going to have a bad time and not hit these tight lines like you're seeing right there.
Yeah, right now, we're checking Blackout. They're going to keep that green shell with them and hold on to it, I would assume. I don't understand why they're not using it behind them just in case.
Well, because like you saw right there, they still have defense if they need it. They kind of risked it to keep the defense on them. But if this was Mario Kart World, they would have lost it because it instant trails right behind it.
Yeah, that's true. That's another difference in the new game that players are going to have to get used to.
not having a defense at any given time. But Mr. Scooty is not going to have any defense for that red shell that just smacked him, dropping him down to 9th place.
9th place right now. Oh my gosh, Mr. Scooty now dropped him down to 10th. JJ Bros in 3rd place. They were able to have that green shell behind them and utilized as a defensive mechanism, but they didn't have 2.
Oh!
So now they are done out.
They didn't have 2, but the other competitor had 2 reds.
Yeah.
That took them all the way down to 4th place. They still have a great chance here. Only 1 coin in the bank. They got to start collecting some paychecks, because if they don't, they're going to start lagging behind. Like you're seeing here, Jaguars 10 coins zipped right in front of them with those mushrooms.
And here we go. We've got 2 more mushrooms to go right now. Jaguar is in 4th place, and they are utilizing that drift mechanism that our good friend Amon Green was talking about earlier.
Let's see what Ankles can do. Triple greens, tries to back up, it lands. The double green special, getting backed on that turn. They're gonna be able to have those mushrooms go around the chaos. The danger is they're gonna be able to grab 1 and 2 item boxes for this next section, even 3, and that's gonna be triple reds going towards that pink Yoshi, but it's not gonna be enough to stop their run. 1st place in the bank. Ankles trying to put that 2nd place on lock, and Batter Cookie is gonna be able to hop and drive right through, back it up, back it up, put it in reverse, and grab a 1st place finish.
And Ankles in 2nd, rounding out our top 3. Jaguars making sure that they make me look stupid, basically. I think at this point, Jack is like, bro, really? You went against me?
Yeah, look at that total. Look at that score. And if I didn't tell you already, because I didn't, 1st place is able to ban a track, and Jaguars is going to be able to pick their own track that they do not want to see in grand finals.
And what track do you think he's going to ban?
Mushroom Gorge, potentially. That's been a very popular track to hate, so I could see Jaguars not wanting to see that track.
All right, well, we'll find out. Emery, by the way, right behind us, not able to be here today. One of the top performers each and every single week here. So this is a really great week for some of these other competitors to make up some spots.
Yeah, and Emery, a competitor that went out to MomoCon as well, got eliminated in their semifinals, though, in the free-for-all bracket. Did extremely well in their 2v2, but in that free-for-all bracket, she unfortunately got eliminated at that 14th place spot. It came down to the final race. We were all on edge rooting for her, and unfortunately, the unlucky Mario Karting, bop, happened to her, knocked her out in that semi. It literally came down to this close.
That close?
That close for her. And she was doing so well in those first few races, because we raced 12 races. Almost I think every single qualifier into semis, 12 races.
That's a lot of races.
A lot of races in one day. It was like, especially for the 6v6, we did 36 races in 3 hours. Wow. Imagine that. We got the scores ready for y'all. Let's see who's going forward.
We've got Jaguars with 74 points. Batter Cookie right behind with 72. Blackout with 56. Ankles 1 point behind with 55. JJ Bros with 53 points in 5th place. Mr. Scooty with 37 points in 6th. Elliot Doesn't Exist with 31 points. Cletus with 29. Tied with DK Mama for 8th place. Little Bit Psycho with 25. Sundrop with 18. And coming in 12th place, Stalo with 13 points.
There we go. Our top 6 locked in. They're going to grand finals. Great to see JJ Bros being there and able to grab at least this spot this time around. Ankles, Blackout, Batter Cookie, and Jaguars. Mr. Scooty also going to be joining us with that grand final. So Batter Cookie versus Mr. Scooty, father-son rivalry is going to be coming up soon. But what we have next is semifinals number 2, and momentarily we'll be able to see who's going to be duking it out for that top 6 next.
Well, I got to tell you this, Mr. Scooty has his work cut out for him if he's going to beat his kid. Batter Cookie is
I hope he wouldn't.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's dark, bro.
This is a man talking about death all night. I'm just saying.
You keep bringing it up.
Thank you.
All right. So, at the HyperX Arena, by the way, you can get these fantastic shirts. We're not just wearing them because we look good.
They're also very comfy.
They are
tight around the arms. Makes me look buff in my red gamers. But They are actually super, super comfortable, super, super nice. Multiple designs up in the front, so go check them out, grab some merch, and have something to remember this beautiful moment, because there is nowhere else you're going to be able to cheer on your family, friends, and otherwise significant others on the biggest stage at esports. Literally anyone you could think about in the content creation space has been here. There's been a Mr. Beast event. Tyler won. Ludwig did Smash Brother tournament here. Every single person you can think of has come down here, streamed, or done something at this arena. So we don't know what's coming up next, but what we do know, it involves Mario Kart World. So be in tune, be involved, follow us on social media, and get involved in the competitive Mario Kart scene.
And you know what's something we don't talk about enough? Would you like to have a career in esports? Well, you know what your first step is? Coming down to the HyperX Arena, filling out an application, and getting involved. If you're sitting at home going, I would love to be a part of this, you can be a part of it. All you have to do is come on down, get involved. We'll find a place for you. This is a family. This is a great community, and you should be part of it as well.
That's the way to do it. Apply yourself, and you'll be able to have a chance. We're always looking for people to be able to learn about the business, what production is. So many people have started in this arena and gone off to so many huge opportunities just because they learned everything they did here. State-of-the-art equipment, everything at the arena is just top-tier production quality. If you got to see the employee-only area and how much technology there is back there, you would cry, and so would your bank account.
Look, I was with the worldwide leader, ESPN. I got to tell you, everything in this studio is comparable to everything that they have back in Bristol, Connecticut. It is truly an amazing arena and an amazing family to be a part of, and we'd like you to be a part of it. Whether you come down, you play, you perform, you cheer on your favorite competitors, grab a drink, grab some food, just hang out for the day, we've got you covered. The HyperX Arena is where it's at. If you're in Las Vegas and you haven't stopped by here, what are you doing with your life?
What are you doing? What are we doing, Logan?
Not too much.
Calling out semifinals number 2.
Let's go!
Zol, Phantom, Bobby, Yezi, Hero, Sir9, Nameless, Elevate, Harper, Hello, Jess, I guess, Roy G. Bin, and Marcheesy. If you heard your name, you better already been lined up and ready to go and try and grab top 6 to move forward, double your money, go home with some money, and remember, always stay safe on the racetrack.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we're about to get down. So I need you to rip off the Band-Aid because this might sting a little bit. We've got the HyperX Arena live, and the Hype Tunnel is getting super stoked because it's hype.
Let's see these competitors' game faces. Trying to stay locked in. You can see the community, the love, the atmosphere. It is all 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. It is amazing to see these competitors going and really having a great time here at the HyperX Arena.
I mean, you can just see how excited everybody is to walk onto that stage. And if you've never done it for yourself, oh man, you got to get down here and be part of it. I have never actually walked onto the stage as a true competitor. What does it feel like when you walk through that hype tunnel, down the stairs and onto the stage?
It feels surreal. When I first came here, I thought you needed a membership to be a part of the action at the arena. I truly didn't even know that you were able to just walk back here, join a tournament, have a top-tier production. I mean, the very first time I ever came here was for a friend's birthday. They wanted to go play some Mario Kart. We saw there was a tournament happening. We said, why not? Let's see what's going on here. And then the rest is history. Years later, still coming here on my weekends. I would never want to be anywhere else. And every single person who comes up to me and talks to me says, I wish I had this back at home. And I say that to all of the people who watch in the chat, who have watched back home. It is truly a blessing to have something of this scale in Las Vegas.
Well, just that hype tunnel. Do you want to come down and take a picture in the hype tunnel? You can. All you have to do is stop on by and say, hey, I'm going to go up to the hype tunnel and take a picture. Boom, photo opportunity. Put it on your Instagram, the IG as the kids call it. And you can get involved. It's that simple. I love it here. If you can't tell, I actually really do like working here.
You can also post a picture of your setup and then tag Eureka Ergonomics and be able to get 5 bonus entries to your giveaway. Hopefully we'll be able to bring up that barcode again during the stream because it might pop up, it might go away, and you'll be able to enter yourself and try to win.
Get out your phone right now.
We're giving out 2 Eureka Ergonomics chair here at the arena, so June 15th, that's when it ends, and wherever you are, we'll be shipping it out to you. So get involved, be a part of it, tag your setup, post a picture, and tag them, and really support the love, support the community, and support the HyperX Arena with everything that you do here. Get some food, get some drinks. Say hi to Mike at the bar. He makes the best drinks known to mankind. And if you wanted something else, soda's $5, unlimited refills the entire night.
He loves soda. Pepsi.
So don't you?
I don't. Oh, man. Really? I walked into that? Oh, man.
I sure hope so.
That's slow pitch softball, bro.
No, it was
slow
not.
Pitch softball.
No, it was not. I did not do an underhand. I did an overhand.
That was close.
Was it?
Yeah, you got me.
Did I?
No.
I hope not.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't feel it if you did hit me.
I was looking for the bullet bill. Unfortunately, I'm not able to throw that back. That would have been great, though. A little surprise for you.
Hey, our director, Veli, says, stretch, and I throw stuff at you. That's how it works, all right?
That's the way to do it.
Look,
Remember to stretch, too, my friend.
Oh,
recently.
What happened?
Like, I don't know if he tore his calf or something playing pickleball.
Pickleball?
So, remember to stretch, by the way.
No, pickleball's not a sport.
It is.
No, that's...
You do a little nice little jog over, you hit it, jog over here, you hit it. It's very fun, actually. Baby tennis.
As you would say, unironically, for Mark Green, our commander-in-chief here, for his 7-year anniversary being part of the HyperX Arena, I gave him a pickleball paddle.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
I think that's
I really did. Well, I told him after 7 years, you need a hobby, bro. Get out of here, all right?
Go touch some grass.
Go hit something.
You know what? Video games? No. But no, we're here for the video games, for the gamers, and enjoying ourselves here today. Yeah. It is so great to have everyone here in the arena supporting the scene, supporting the competitive Mario Kart experience. This is what it's all about here at the arena. Remember, tomorrow, 12 p.m., Marvel Rivals. Be a part of it, join it, and have a great time. We have a whole new format happening tomorrow. So it's not like you're walking in and going against the best Marvel Rivals team known to man. No. You're able to sign up as a trio and we'll mix and match into teams so that you have a chance to do well and make some money tomorrow as well.
And that was so important as part of the gameplay feel last week, because you've got your 3 players that you're in, but it's a 6-player game, so you're gonna get matched up and mixed up with people that you've never played with, and you're gonna have to come with good communication skills and be able to put forth your best effort. And I think under the lights, that is such a trying task.
Oh, it is. It is so difficult. It is stressful, especially, little did y'all know, if you didn't know, you gotta pay to enter these tournaments. It helps the prize pool, it helps everything else, keeps things running. But when you have money on the line, it's so much different than playing back at home.
Yeah, give me that $1.
Why? I'm about to make 2, baby, with Jaguars. Apparently not going to win because you went back on Jack. We're going to be seeing potentially Bobby take it all, right? Come on, fortune teller.
Literally, Bobby is going to lose just to show me up. Yeah, I could see him at the end of the match coming up here and being like, sorry, bro, I'll get him next week.
The Switch 2 ain't cheap, nor is 2 of these tracks. Those are the cheapest tracks in the game, to say the least.
Cheap?
I wish it was cheap. We're going to Royal Raceway for race number 1 of semifinals number 2.
Let's go, baby!
Let's do it.
Raceway.
Great track. I love it every time we see it. So much fun. Great shortcuts. Great track. I actually missed this one too. It was a classic, a staple in the Speedway scene for many years.
Yes, and we're checking out Phantom right now. Phantom's going to try to back this, I guess, for a hot second. I don't know if that's necessarily the call, but Zol right now battling for 5th, 6th, 7th. Hey, they're going back and forth right now.
And then we're going to be seeing that green shell. Remember what you can do with that. Snipe it out, use it for defense.
Right.
Make a choice with it, because once you don't, you might get punished for not making a choice, like holding it for defense or something else. Boomerang getting thrown and landing, taking out Zol and the green shell. They're going to drop down to 10th place.
Yeah, right now, Kiro in 3rd place, looking so fresh and so clean, always in their best cosplay costume. And I guess they're cosplaying themselves.
You know what? I like it. Get your own persona going. I always brought my Pidgey on the stage. You'll see time and time again, people bring their plushies all the time. It is such a fun, supportive community here at the HyperX Arena for Speedway. Kira, though, gonna be here in second place. Got that boomerang. Gonna be able to take that no item shortcut, tosses it out, rolls for another item, and they're gonna be able to grab another red. Pod number 3 ain't gonna be a happy camper after he throws it and hits them off the glider. Hits them with the air horn last second.
Oh, that is decimating. That's gonna hurt. You're gonna need a bigger Band-Aid for that one.
And Bobby's going to be the target of Set Blue Shell, but takes 3 different casualties with them. Tries to dodge that boomerang. Gonna live for the time being. Goes wide, but when you go wide, you got fireballs at your face. Bobby gonna drop all the way down to 7th going into this last lap.
Last lap right now, Bobby all the way in 6th place. Not doing what I need him to do right now. Bobby making it up into 5th place. They have that back shell as a defensive mechanism, and they are going to be able to utilize this no item shortcut. They're going to pop the shroom around this corner, I would assume.
And you would assume right, as we got Phantom here in 2nd place. Got the red shell, tossing it forward, popping the coin up to 10. Let's see, Phantom gets exactly what they need, but doesn't get what they deserve. As they're gonna get one of their reds stolen away. Yezi backs double greens, grabs the first place up, semifinals number 2.
And Zol in 3rd place. Yo, Yezi showing up, Phantom in 2nd place, by the way. Zol showing up, Yezi. They went over to Momo, did quite well.
Yes, they did. Yezi grabbing that top 12 spot in that free-for-all out of 191 competitors. It was a sight to see, and I genuinely, I had a proud moment. We've watched them for so many
long,
speedways,
right?
And to see them and how locked in they were and how dedicated to the game.
We're proud, Dad.
And if you don't know, MomoCon is the biggest Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. First place went home with over $2,000 in prize money for that free-for-all. So there was so much, plus the 2v2, which they got like $450, and then the 6v6.
Well, it's over a $5,000 prize pool total, right?
Yes, over $5,000 prize pool for MomoCon. So next year, start planning your trip out there to support the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe scene.
And how
Mario Kart World.
Well, and how do you get ready for that? Coming
Time
here
trial.
each and every single week.
That is also true. I'm right on that same page.
Time trial as well, though.
Yes, time trialing number 1, coming here 24/7, 365 number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Phantom right now trying to get around that. We're going to check out Marchese cheesing their way in 11th place right now.
The banana sniperino.
And I think we might have some Marchese fans in the crowd right now, because I heard a little bit of get up when I mentioned their name.
Favorite type of cheese, Logan, go.
Harvadi.
What?
Yeah, it's a cheese.
Harvard has a cheese?
Harvadi.
Harvard.
No, Harvard's in Boston. They like Boston cream pies. Oh, I win! All right, anyways. Jess, I guess, was in 5th place. Elevid now in 5th place. They have traded places.
Got to be careful with that. Triple bananas right in front of him. But pulls out triple reds. Gonna do a checkmate on that situation. Throws the red shell forward, and they're gonna be able to take over 3rd place with that play. Tosses forward that red shell, misses the drift though, so that's gonna slow him down a ton. But look at 1st and 2nd place right now. They are so far away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th place don't really have a prayer in the world right now. But 1st and 2nd place, they can keep it going right now. Elevid has fallen all the way back into 8th place. They're gonna get rid of those red shells. Zol right now keeping that red shell as a defensive posture. They're gonna fire that forward because they've got 3 more. No, make that 4 more to go. Now they've got 3, and they're gonna hit those speed bumps to get themselves in a better position right now. They got squidded out, not for too long. Yezi in 1st place. They got squidded to the worst.
Let's see. Zol's able to outrun that blue shell, back the double reds. Yezi there in 2nd, and Elevid in 3rd.
And there we go. Elevid with a big smile on their face as well. They deserve it. They made it to the podium. Semifinals, remember, you need to finish in the top 6 to be able to move on to the grand finals.
If you don't do that, you are going home with nothing.
Nada.
A smack across the head. That's it.
That's it. Maybe a bullet bill at the face. I'm just saying.
On the way out, every person who lost, boom, you got to learn your lesson some way, somehow, right? Karate Kid mentality.
Very Cobra Kai of you, by the way.
Exactly. But getting ready for the next race, we do have a lot of great track selections on the screen right now. Koopa Cape, Sherbet Land, DP3, He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Yes, thank you.
Rosalina's Ice World, and then Mario Kart Stadium. Whoa.
All right, so if you're just joining us for the first time, Baby Park is the worst map, and I'm gonna guarantee that Bobby put that on there.
You want to put money on it?
No, because Bobby's not on the stage.
We're gonna be seeing Phantom here though. 2-1, here we go. 7 laps of turning right.
Let's all go right.
Bobby is on the stage. What are you talking
I'm joking.
about?
I was joking.
Yeah, right. You just don't want to lose more money, buddy. I
Dude,
know.
I'm poor.
Yeah, right. That's why you had $500 in your wallet. I saw it. Go rob them on your way out.
We'll put it all on black.
Phantoms here in second place. Gonna have that red shell in their hand. Getting passed up. It takes one mushroom to lose so many spots. Throws that red shell forward, connects it. Zol's here in first, though. Doesn't grab what they need in case there is a blue shell on the way. But going to be able to chain their items into another item set. Double defense has just been so forgiving in first place today. Normally, a coin is what's popular, and I talked about it. Blue shell targeting Zol there in first.
Yeah, he's in first. No one is using the hop, skip, and a jump shortcut.
No, they are not. If you don't know, you can grab an SMT, go right through that grass section, and it actually saves you so much time. But Zol going wide, not going through the grass. They've been here forever and still don't take that shortcut. They're going to be able to go into this last lap with a little bit of a lead and a little bit of a dream. They are gonna run into that. That is not good.
Oh, no, that's not good at all. Phantom as well coming in and not being able to figure it out. Bobby! Yeah, Bobby. There you go, buddy. Bobby first place. Yezi coming in pod number 4 in second place.
Nameless, though, right down there. You're seeing the scores very close from 6th through 12th anyways. Still anyone's game going into the 4th race of this semifinals. I still don't know who's going to move forward and who's not, but it is a close battle.
It is a close battle, and you saw Bobby. He knows he's got some work to do right now. But all Bobby needs to do, just like every other competitor on the stage, they just got to get into that top 6 placement so that they can find themselves in the grand finals and make a little bit of that money. Money,
that's why we're here. DP3 will be the next track, a very strong front runner. If you know this item shortcut, you are going to put yourself in a good cut and find yourself a piece of that cut of that money. 4th race coming up.
Here we go. We've got just a few more races in this last semifinal before we head over to the grand finals. Phantom right now getting a little bit of that speed boost off the jump. Now, this is one of those maps where there are some shortcuts.
There are.
And you need to utilize them.
Yes, you do. If you don't, you're going to be left in the dust like you're seeing
As
right
we're
here.
seeing right now.
8th place. So many competitors knowing that no item shortcut through the grass. So important to time trial and learn how to do these cuts. If you don't, you're going to get passed up by people who do know it, who put in the time, the effort, and the energy to make some money here today.
Yeah, right now we're checking out Kiro in second place. They have that mushroom. They're going to hold on to it because they're going to be able to utilize it right here as we see Zol going under the sea.
Under the sea. Pops the mushroom, has those triple bananas for protection. Beyblade, let it rip. Gonna trill out the competition there. Loses 2 of their bananas though, and Donkey Kong Jr. not gonna be happy about that situation.
Yeah, no, not happy at all. Nameless right now has 3 green shells to their name, so they're pretty happy, but falling back into 10th place. They just lost 4 slots. They're gonna throw off all those green shells. 2 hits a mark.
Was not 3, but they get returned back to him. And Sir9 able to shock dodge in 4th place. Bobby has no defense, no solution for this red shell coming their way. Sir9 has the opportunity potentially to catch up to 1st place, but Bobby had such a enormous lead. But will they be able to hold on to it? They do not. Pod number 5 grabs first, and that's Kiro.
Kiro with the first place finish. Bobby coming in second place. And Sir 9 in third place.
Able to salvage a good finish there going into the final 2 races of semifinals. Let's see where everything is lining up in the most impactful way possible. 6th, 5th. Oh my God.
Did you see that?
That
Did
was
you see that?
crazy.
37 points. 37 points seems to be what we're looking at right now.
I was trying to pause. I was trying to grab the score so that we could break it down a little bit, but we still have 2 more races. Let's see where we're going up next. Ribbon Road, an all-star favorite. Love it. Some of the best shortcuts in the game. I absolutely adore it. Toad's Turnpike, though, if you want to be #1 Speedway enemy, if we get that picked, it's going to be a rough night for the rest of these competitors.
I don't even know why somebody picked that. You know they hate that map. No one likes that map.
But we are going back to Dolphin Shoals for the 2nd time tonight.
Let's do it again. Like Yogi Berra said, deja vu all over again. We're going to Dolphin Shoals.
Deja vu, the speed of light. Deja vu, right? You know that one, right?
Nope.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. But we got Phantom here in 3rd place, starting us off under the sea.
I love the just the dynamic of being under the sea.
It's gorgeous.
Everything changes.
It does. The handling,
the physics,
how fast you're going, it really does change the way you're playing the game. And I like the jet skis. It gives me Wave Racer vibes, but even then, it's not as cool as being under the sea in my opinion.
No, and also you get to ride on that little bad boy right there. Get a little ride on a eel, if you will.
Can't do that in Mario Kart World.
No, you can't. That's true.
Harper Hella gonna be here. Gets hit by the red and doesn't make it onto the track, but has the mushrooms to bring themselves back up to top speed. Remember, this is still anyone's game to grab that top 6 spot. Phantom getting hit out, avoids the star, backs the banana, grabs another item.
And they grab another item as people are getting super stoked here at the HyperX. Just the excitement here is palpable. It has not stopped. Somebody's losing their voice. I mean, we're using our voices, somebody's losing their voice out there.
I hope they go find it because Yezi might find themselves in a really bad spot right now after getting hit by that blue shell. Got that green for defense. Nameless here in 5th place. In a really good spot to put themselves in a way where they grab an item that will give them an opportunity to take a shortcut. No, only red shells, which what we see in front of them, a green and a red, all defense. They should have not thrown that out.
that was a waste. Why did you waste that, Nameless?
Oh, the smart bounce back, and the greens are bouncing all over the place. Nameless making a mistake of a play, in my opinion, but it worked out for them in the very end. Luck is part of the game, and it worked out for them.
We always say it's 70% skill, 30% luck, and sometimes that 30% luck is bad luck. But Nameless got some good luck. Sir 9 right now getting some good luck of their own as they are currently in 3rd place.
Oh, gonna get hit by that red shell, but Yezi, no one else to be found. Look at the mini-map, look at the lead, and look at the trail that confirms their 1st place victory.
And Kiro with the 2nd place. Coming in 3rd place is Phantom. Bobby, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found, and let's keep track of these scores, Logan. From that 5th to 6th place spot, we're gonna be observing on where it's looking.
Oh, wow.
37, 37, 33, 42. So there's 4 racers right now on the brink of being
on the bubble
of being eliminated and going home with nothing here tonight. 4 players, 1 last race. Who's taking it?
Oh man, Bobby, you better do some work. Jack, I still got love for you though.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Your back is literally to Jack right now.
Oh,
couldn't
hey, Jack.
believe it.
He's right there.
That's Kiro.
Hi, Jack. No, well, that's Kiro now.
That's Kiro. You don't even know what he looks like. You already forgot about him.
Well, he's got a mask on. I can't tell who it is.
All right, that's fair. We got the randomizer going. Final race of semifinals number 2. Who is going to be in the money? It comes down to this. And it's going to go to...
Oh, it is.
It's
going to Excite Bike, baby.
Excite Bike
Let's go!
Arena.
1985 all over again. One of the best games to ever hit Nintendo. Thank you for making this game. And one of the things that you dropped, by the way, with this new Mario World, Mario Kart World is you cannot make your own maps.
No, and you can't even, one of the big things I think they should have also capitalized on is being able to make your own path. In
Yes.
Knockout Tour, it's all automatic. You're not able to say, hey, I want to go here, and then I want to go here, and then I want to go here, and you'll be able to make your own way. They don't let you do that. It's just, I feel like such a missed opportunity.
It's a huge missed opportunity, but maybe we'll rectify that with the DLC. We'll find out.
You can only hope.
You can only cross your fingers and toes.
For $80, you better cross your fingers, toes,
man.
and eyeballs, because you don't want to see your bank account after spending your money on that game. Elevate, though, here in 5th place, working their way up to 4th. I like to call this track Big Boy Baby Park, because it's the same thing, same routes, but it's a lot longer, and there's a lot more that can go wrong.
And you need to make sure that you're hop, skipping, and jumping every single time. Look at that, Bobby in first place, getting it done. Bobby can hear me from the caster booth. He's making sure I don't look too foolish today.
Yeah, not foolish at all with how good that blue shell dodge looks. Is they're going to be able to back that banana, grab another item box. If you're wondering why they're doing that, because of a ghost. If a boo happens, they'll take the coin and not their defense. So you gotta always keep that coin in your hand until someone's throwing their item forward at you. But at this point, we see Zol in 4th place.
Yes, we
And they
do.
shock dodge!
And they shock
So does
dodge.
someone in 3rd place. Pod number 8 is gonna be flying their way up on this final lap.
Here we go. Zul's got the mushrooms to make it happen. Let's see if they can make it count. They moved up into 3rd place. Elevate is now in 1st place. Where's Bobby? Probably 2nd.
Let's see if Elevate can keep this run alive. But I spoke a little bit too soon. Blue shell gonna land it, tries to back the greens. They do not do it in time. Drops all the way down to 3rd, throws the red shell out as a spam, but Bobby! Grab it 1st place. Phantom in 2nd, and Yezi rounded us out on the final podium of semifinals.
And that's how you get it done. Bobby, thank you so very much for making me look good for a hot second. Now, you've got a lot of work to do in the grand finals, but Bobby, getting it done. Listen to that crowd. They understand some great racing when they see it.
I love to hear the love in the sport and the energy in the arena here today. Usually it's the Cruiser family, gotta shout them out, that is doing that work. But today, another family has come out and they have made it so lively and so amazing here tonight. Great to have y'all here. Really hope you're enjoying the show, and hopefully your favorite person is moving up to grand finals.
And if they're not, guess what? There's next week.
And the week after.
And the week after.
And the week after.
Then the week after.
And the week after.
And then another one.
And then another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Okay, we got that.
That's a SpongeBob reference too. The more you know.
Somebody in production is clapping right now. Like, oh, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh, and just so you know, feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Who?
No, that's somebody.
Nah.
They know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, no, they don't.
No, the audience doesn't.
No,
but you know
they
what?
They don't know who Seymour is. They know who SpongeBob is, though.
Everybody just walked up into the HyperX tunnel. You know what I love doing when we go to the break right before grand finals? Talking to them as they get into the tunnel and seeing exactly where their head's at. Because you can kind of tell where everybody is when you just walk by them and see where they're at.
Some people locked in, some people nonchalant. Yeah. But we are going to be seeing the standings. And if you're sitting down, you're doing the wrong thing, because look how close this was. Yezi in 1st place with 72 points. Bobby in 2nd with 64 points. Phantom in 3rd with 57. Zol in 4th with 51. Kiro in 5th with 50. And Elevate grabbing that 6th and final spot in the grand finals. Sir9 there in 7th place with 42 points. Nameless in 8th with 35. Harper Hella in 9th with 25. Roy G. Biv in 10th with 21. Jess, I guess, is going to be there in 11th place. And Marchese there in 12th. But if you didn't do well, it doesn't matter. Give yourself a pat on the back. You got into semifinals, and you can try again next week and get yourself prepared and ready for when we bring in Mario Kart World.
Ooh, I'm excited. Man, Mario Kart World. I can't wait. Actually, you know what we should do for Mario Kart World? 1v1, so I can show everybody how good I am and how poor you are.
Sure, buddy. We'll get that going momentarily. If you want to put your money where your mouth is.
I got $2.
I'm done.
I got $2.
$2. I'm done. Sold. Let's do it. And we will be back with the grand finals right after this quick commercial break. Please do not change the Twitch channel. I'm watching. Yes. All right. We're going to be able to go back, switch the headsets back, and then get right back to that interview. Possibly, maybe, I don't know, momentarily. But we'll get that all back on track, just like we're doing with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe momentarily. And hopefully we'll get a little bit of an insight with what Amon Green's seen so far throughout those first 2 semifinals.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is he knows what he's talking about when we talk about Saturday Night Speedway and Mario Kart. He plays it on a regular basis. I know he's actually been playing it more often because he knew that he was going to be part of our great broadcast. So obviously we want everybody at the Alumni Media Network to get involved in all of the action, and you can do so as well. Do you want to play against some of your favorite pro athletes, college, collegiate athletes? Yes. They're going to be playing video games with YOU right here at the HyperX Arena.
Who's that?
You.
Me?
You.
You?
No, you.
You?
Who is
Where?
our second?
We'll be having all of those great athletes. I mean, even like I said before at the beginning of the show, Raiders are going to be down here as well. The Las Vegas Raiders, some of those athletes said they want to be a part of these tournaments as well.
Tommy Eichenberg, one of our great linebackers who plays with the Las Vegas Raiders. Also, Amari Gaynor has also talked about coming down here. Now, they've got a season coming up, so I don't know how often they'll be here, but they've all said they want to be a part of what we're doing over here at the HyperX Arena, and you should as well.
That's the way to do it. HyperX Arena, Las Vegas. Go check out the calendar. Understand what's coming up next and what games you want to compete in. Like we said, Marvel Rivals tomorrow at 12 o'clock. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be bad. And you can join a group of 3 others and have a great time meeting a wonderful community. They're beautiful, amazing people. So if you're scared to come on by and join that tournament, don't.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Come on down and enjoy yourself at the HyperX Arena before you get onto your endeavors back out onto the Las Vegas Strip. So much more is happening this whole week, but first and foremost, we have our grand finalists. We got Jaguars, Yezi, Batter Cookie, Bobby, Blackout, Phantom, Ankles, Zul, JJ Bros, Kiro, Mr. Scooty, and Elevin. Those will be your racers getting paid out and duking it out in 8 more races to win that $200 first place prize.
Yes, every one of these 12 competitors will walk out of the arena with a little bit of dollars in their back pocket. More dollars than I'm going to walk out with because you still have my dollar in your pocket. I got to rectify that.
It ain't going nowhere. It's about to be 2, I'm telling you, because he put his back to Jack, and that is the worst thing you can do, because who is the top seed right now, Logan?
All right. You know what? We've got Amon Green, future Hall of Famer, former running back for the Green Bay Packers in the house. Let's check in with them.
Let's do it.
Amon, you in the house, brother?
You know what? Technical issues happen. I don't know how. Switch it back, Logan. Go it back. Throw it back on. We're going back, okay? Look, technical issues happen. I don't know how it's happening right now.
That's $1 million smile, though.
That is true.
Look,
that's all you got to see.
If we're going to put it on Amon Green, just let's see the smile all day long. And Amon will be with us tomorrow for Versus. We will be doing a little bit of that Madden, all those great sports games that we were talking about earlier. Each and every single Sunday now, we will be doing that from 6 to 8 p.m. right here at the HyperX Arena. Your opportunity to be able to compete and perform with some of the greatest athletes in the entire world. And the only chance to do it is right here at the HyperX Arena. Yeah, a lot of these other sports networks talk about, oh, we've got celebrities. Can you play against them? No, but you can right here at the HyperX Arena.
That's the way to do it. Come on down, enjoy yourself. And I don't know how that's not working after it's been working perfectly throughout the entire night, but we'll get it all figured out and get the final thoughts, hopefully, from Amon Green momentarily as we go back and forth trying to figure out who's muted and who's on first and who's on second and try.
What's on second? Who's on first?
You! It's so are they, because they are going to be in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th place racers in the hype tunnel. Let's hear it for our grand finalists.
Ladies and gentlemen of the HyperX Arena, let me hear you make some noise. It is time for the grand finals right here under the lights on the stage. Let's get it done. Mario Kart is in the house, and it's time to find out who will be the best of the best.
That's the question that we're trying to answer in 8 races, picking those tracks, 2 map bans, and a dream of grabbing $200 will be on the line. You know what happened, Logan?
What happened?
All of these competitors were telling me how difficult of a transition it
right?
is
Yes.
from playing so much Mario Kart World to go back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I thought it would be easier, but no, they say they're over drifting, they're overcompensating for the drifts because it is so different. And I'm gonna have my Switch down by the bar area. If y'all do want to play some
You
more
can go
Mario
steal
Kart
it if
World,
you want.
don't do that. That is, I'll have Mike punch you, but we will be able to play some Mario Kart World matches if you want to join us after the show, and you'll be able to experience what the difference is.
We've got our band tracks, by the way.
What is it?
One of them being Koopa Cape.
Oh, Koopa
Yeah,
Cape. Good band.
Good
We don't
band?
like
You
that
like
track.
that?
We don't like that track. We like it, but it's just difficult.
And the other one's not Baby Park, so you know what? It should be.
Bad band.
Just
bad
saying.
band. Bad band.
Just saying. It should be, but it's not. If you were going to ban one map besides DK Summit, what would it be?
That's a good question. I would probably, the one track that I haven't time trialed at all, Waluigi Stadium, it's a great track, don't get me wrong. It's not because I don't like it, it's because I don't know it. So Waluigi Stadium would be my second.
So that's a time trial that you need to do. Look,
Yes.
if you don't like a particular map, it's because you're not good at it, okay? I need you to do 3 things. It's very simple. Practice, practice, practice. That's what you need to do, and you will like that map. I can almost guarantee it.
Almost, unless
Almost.
its name is DK Summit or Baby Park. You can skip on those 2.
Don't
worry.
like those tracks.
Don't
There's
worry.
like 94 other tracks.
Yeah,
that you guys
it's a
got.
lot to choose from, especially if you're going to come back next week and compete again. Learn where those shortcuts are, learn what you got to do, and don't look at the world records for Mario Kart World right now. A little
my
bit
God.
intimidating, to say the least.
well-
At least Mario Kart 8 Deluxe looks tame to what they can do in
2
this game.
minutes and 7 seconds is what I want to talk about right now. That is one of the map world records right now on Mario Kart World that we were checking out earlier today. 2 minutes and 7 seconds is how good you need to be the top performer in the entire world at Mario Kart. And step number 1 is coming down and proving it right here at the HyperX Arena.
And there's time again where people come down here, especially from the competitive
Yes.
community themselves, and they say, it ain't nothing, it ain't a big deal, I could come down there, I play online all the time. And then they come down here and they don't win. They get their butt kicked. And it's just brutal because the LAN versus online is a huge difference.
Yes.
And what's the difference is here is getting Ribbon Road picked. Frame 1,
Let's
race
go.
1. Let's do it.
Grand Finals, match number 1, race number 1. We have it going on. It's Ribbon Road time, baby. Let's get our kinetic energy on. I love this map so very much. There's so many different things happening and going on.
we're going to be seeing Yezi here in 8th place starting us out. But the way to do it and the way to be is that you got to be able to get these drafts and hit these shortcuts. You're going to get item screen also and land into the off-road. Brutal start for this competitor, but all of it here in 9th place. Going to now try and grab that double item box. They don't get screened, so they're going to be able to hold on for dear life. Only gets double shrooms, and that's just really not what you want right now. We're going to see if Mr. Scooty lands the shortcut. No, they have to go wide. Out of how many years have they played this game, Logan?
Yeah,
and they're getting backed on the glider section.
Too many, and here we are at the end right now. Mr. Scooty has a mushroom. Pop it, drop it, lock it. That is the best shortcut in this game, in my humble opinion.
We're going to be seeing Mr. Scooty grab that item box and try and potentially do what they can to survive, but Kiro, along with Yezi, just landed into the off-road, non-stop, boomerang, getting backed onto Jaguars, and Mr. Scooty takes over 3rd.
And Mr. Scooty looking large right now, but are they going to take the shortcuts? They've missed them the first time. They're going to look for this first shortcut. Will they make the second one? Kiro right now getting it done, makes that second shortcut, making it look easy. Hits a banana.
Not. It is not easy.
What a great placement for that banana, by the way.
Pulls out the piranha plant, but that piranha plant didn't even see it coming either, as Ankles is here in 1st place. Gotta try and hold on to that banana for the defense, puts it right behind him, gets around these little wind-up toys, and they could cause a huge issue. Jaguars getting bumped off to the side here in 4th place. Final lap, final moments. Can they pull it off? As they're going to turn on that smart steering to keep them on the track. That's the high IQ, high awareness, what these competitive players do.
Yeah, Jaguars just missed that shortcut, by the way, and that's going to actually put them in a bad position. Ankles finding a blue shell right now, and the shortcut getting passed up by everyone. Everyone has passed them up. Yezi in 2nd place, Bobby in 1st place, and in 3rd place we have Ankles.
And Cookie drops all the way down to 6th from Yezi's green shell snipe at the line.
Wow.
Insanity, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I can't spell it, but I'm pretty sure it starts with a capital I, because that was insane.
A capital I?
I'm sorry, too. I agree. Somebody just said I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
No, that's Ankles apologizing for the carding that just happened. But that's what it is all about. And with grand finals, like we talked about, it gets put up to a 20 because the difficulty and the racing ability of all of these racers on the stage is just astronomical. They've played this game for years and years and years. You're going up against the best of the best of the best of the best of the best in Las Vegas as we go to Music Park for the second race of grand finals.
Now, one of the things that I haven't seen in the new game is a map like Music Park, and we've talked about it, how cool this map is and how we'd like to see them utilize it in the new game. I haven't seen anything like this yet.
No, we have not. And like you said, other than Mario Kart World probably having one of the best soundtracks in any game ever, they said that they have over 200 remixes in the game. The Baby Park from Double Dash song is an EDM song. Look it up on YouTube right now. Mario Kart World remix Baby Park. It's actually phenomenal. I am blown away with how good the music sounds in the game, but there's nothing like it like they have right here where you're actually going down the track and playing to the beat of the music of the song.
And you know what? That's something that Nintendo has done. They make their own music. You know, it's iconic at this point. And these maps are iconic. It's interesting to think that they're only going to have a very small catalog of maps. I think the DLC will come into play big time.
I hope so, because, you know, like, what the argument is, right? $60 for Mario Kart, $20 for the Booster Course Pass, so they're just compensating for all the content that they're about to put into the game. But only time will tell if that will happen, or if they will pull a Mario Strikers and just drip feed you content and hope for the best. But Zol's here in first place. Only grabs a single item box, and you know what that means? It means a coin, and that coin is not going to be able to be used for defense. Goes on the bongo and gonna go into the final lap into second place. Yezi in first.
Yeah, Yezi looking so calm and so clean right now. They actually feel like they've got it happening. The ghost got ghosted, and here we are. Yezi is really in a very good place to finish this out.
We're going to be seeing Zol, though, getting carded, dropping all the way down to 8th.
Wow.
They were in 2nd at the start of the lap, but that's the Mario Kart way. 70% skill, 30% luck. Bobby has the mushroom, gets boomeranged. Gonna not use it just yet as they take that glider section, throws the boomerang forward. It sideswipes Blackout, but it actually does not land. The boomerang going all around the course. Bobby in 2nd place, lands the shortcut, and Blackout grabbing a 1st place finish.
And there we go. Blackout with the 1st place finish. Bobby coming in 2nd place and Yezi in 3rd place. We've got a big race to the finish right now between Blackout, Bobby, and Yezi. They're all looking all good in the hood. Cookie, Batter Cookie right behind there, by the way. Mr. Scooty, his dad, way down the list, but that's okay. There's still time to make up.
There is time. There's still a lot more racing to go. So if you had a bad 1st race, a bad 2nd race, a bad 3rd race, it really doesn't matter. There's still going to be a ton of time to catch back up. Emery, who is one of the best players in this arena, not in this arena right now, but who has competed in this event, got like 4 1st places in a row and brought it back and won by a single point. So never count yourself out from this tournament because anything can happen in the world of Mario Kart.
And it usually does. That 1 point, by the way, thank you, Emery, for that if you're watching at home, because you made me look good that night. I love it when I look good.
1 track away from Super Bell Subway. You got it. You know, the randomizer doesn't know what's good.
Waluigi pinball, baby.
Never mind, that's pretty good. I like that track a lot.
It's a great track.
It is. It's so fun. The neon lights, the environment, everything about this track, I feel like it's chaotic and it's fun. And it's really hard to balance that out for a Mario Kart track. It's either one or the other, but with Waluigi Pinball, it's a very long track as well, so there's a ton of time for you to catch back up if you do get carded in these first 2 laps. If you get carded on the 3rd lap, good luck.
Call it a day. This is a very, very fun map.
I thought we were supposed to call it a track, not a day.
Yeah, track, a map, a day, whatever you want to call it, buddy.
What about night? Like, there's no
Night's
no
not
sun.
here anymore. He just moved to
You
California.
see the stars up there, buddy? A good one. I like that one. I like that one. Ankles, though, here. Going to switch over to Bobby with that red shell. That pinball, it slows it down and says, hits the brakes. They're going to have to spend $700 for new brake pads because that was a very close call. Throws those red shells forward. Not going to be able to land on it, but they are aiming for those coins and those power items to work their way back up the track. Bobby, one of those competitors who talked about that they have time trialed a ton in Mario Kart World, and the run back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been rough for them. Jaguars here in 5th place, backs the banana, and they're now going for that single item box.
Yeah, Jaguar is falling back into 5th place currently, but they are going to grab that Piranha Plant. One of the worst items that you can grab, but it does say, feed me, Seymour, feed me. But they keep getting hit out by that pinball. Stay away from the pinball, Jack. Stay away from it.
And the pinball is not going to turn its back on Jack just yet. Blackout grabs the best item in the game, and it's gone. What happened to it? Who knows? Maybe David Blaine knows. Ooh. Blackout avoids 3 bullet boils going right past the middle of the track, and Shock comes out. They had a start, but was not able to use it in time. Ankles was able to shock dodge, hits a ground stroom, and gets a 2nd place finish almost as they get into the next section of the track. Always got to keep you on edge.
Yeah, of course. And I'm on the edge of my seat right now because Batter Cookie has moved into 1st place. Blue Shell don't care. They get squinted out and blue shelled, but they still have a fantastic lead right now.
They do, and Batter Cookie really even bumping the wall, and a lot of these competitors you're seeing who normally don't make those mistakes are making them because they play in a new game. It is one of those things where you gotta just get readjusted to what's going on right in front of you, and what Jaguars is happening is that they're getting trailed out. Got one more mushroom to make a dream happen. Someone in a ghost. Will they be able to shock dodge though?
Ooh, just getting beyond that pinball.
There's
a blue
my
shell
God.
coming.
Double backing the bomb, but they both miss. Yezi and Cookie misses both of Ankles' backed bombs, and that's a Yezi 1st place finish.
And that is huge. Batter Cookie coming in 2nd place, and Ankles in 3rd. Bobby nowhere to be seen on the podium right now, but he did finish in 4th place with Jack right behind them.
Yeah, and going into this 4th race, it's looking very close still, but the lead between Yezi and Bobby extending little bit by little bit from 3rd and 4th place.
A little bit here and there. Look, it's going to be a battle to the finish, as it has been. These last few weeks of Saturday Night Speedway have been some of the closest that we've seen since I've been here. And it's just getting each and every single week better and better, faster and faster. It'll be exciting when we switch over and see how these competitors are able to transfer their game into the new game.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a change-up. Like we said before, drifting mechanics, night and day difference.
It's so different.
So it's going to be quite interesting, especially dealing with 12-player lobbies. Mario Kart World was built for 24, but everyone else here is like, all right, let's keep it to 12. Let's keep it consistent to what we're comfortable with the competitive scene, which makes a lot of sense. But Mario Kart Stadium, whose favorite track is that, Logan?
Well, it's not mine, but it happens to be Bobby's.
Really?
It is.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? I wouldn't have thunk it, but here we are. Yezi sitting pretty in first place. They got that pole position. Let's see if they can keep it. They get the boost off at the start, and we are going. Race number 4 is underway.
And they're going to see that no items shortcut, and boom, grabbing that SMT to continue it out of the road and bring them right back up to that top speed. This track also a little bit of a bagging track. You're going to be able to go back, grab some coins, grab some items, and then work your way up to the front of the pack. Mr. Scooty here, gonna have that mushroom, avoids that bouncing green for now, as they're gonna be able to pop. No, does not pop the shroom just yet. But they're gonna be able to fly their way across the pipes, and boom, there you go, land it, and go into the second lap into a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Mr. Scooty making his way in the world today. It's going to take everything they got there in 5th place. They've got the mushroom. They're going to get there. Oh, and the bomb has made their presence felt.
Blue shell on the way. That's going to cause a huge change up in the front of this pack. Yezi going to have to turn off, or did they turn on the motion controls is the question. They're going to get hit by that blue shell. Let's see momentarily. They're going to get boomeranged out. Batter Cookie taking over 3rd.
Yeah, and I do believe they turned it on because this section is where you need to have that control.
Yes, it is. And if you didn't know, it's a way faster route, and there's motion control techniques with these lighter sections that actually make a huge impact in this game. And it's the difference between turning on that motion glider and turning it off and having that reaction time. Yezi popping that air horn, going through that single item box. They're here in 4th place, gets air horn down, but has the mushroom, brings him right back up to top speed.
Yeah, they fell all the way back into 5th place, and it's just getting worse for them as they are now currently in 9th place. They hit the double item box. Jackie Juarez finishes first. That's how you get it done right there. Race number 4 is done. Bobby, 2nd place, keeping that podium finish. And Mr. Scooty getting 3rd place. Good job, Scoot.
And Bobby is going to still lead the pack right now in 1st place going into the 5th race. We're past that halfway point, and it's actually going to get that much crazier.
You want to give me that $1 back now?
I forgot. I already spent it downstairs. I got myself a nice little...
I mean, I'm looking pretty good right now in the hood. Mr. Rogers is even calling me up saying, hey,
okay,
good job, bro.
Let's see what's going on here in this replay. They got backed off the glider. Did you see that? They were gliding down across the pipes, and someone backed them before they even landed. Looking like Amon Green there from the Friday Frags tournament, staying in the sky and getting sniped out. Actually, insane play there, and potentially ruin their race. But we got the randomizer going, and we are going to Daisy Circuit.
All right, let's go. A little bit of Daisy in my life never hurt anybody. I love it. Now, I'm seeing Kiro each and every single week do a little bit better. Is their time to shine right now?
Possibly. Yezi and Bobby, though, their lead right now in the standings has absolutely catapulted with going into this 5th race. So there's a lot of ground to make up if you are Kiro, but it's not impossible. There's 4 races total to go.
Right.
So there's a lot of time for you to grab a 1st place, a 1st place, a 1st place, a 1st place, and that is a lot of points to be had when you count it all up. Eagles, though, getting redded out from the start.
And you can get it done. If you finish first a couple times here, we've seen it, like you mentioned earlier with Emery, you can get it done. It's not over until I start singing.
Girls get it done. Am I right, gamers? If you know, you know. Jackie Wars is here in 8th place. Got that mushroom, and they're up to 10 coins. That's the first objective in this game. JJ Bros did not see the plantain protection out on the middle of the road. You know what? I thought United States was the place with all the trash on the floor. What happened here? Why is Daisy Circuit also trash?
Well, you know what? It's because it's so beautiful in the background.
That
they
is
gotta
true.
keep it trashy. Keep it trashy, Classy and San Diego.
The colors, the sunset. Mwah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous. As we see Zol right now in 5th place. Gonna try and take a drift, but gotta be careful. It spins themselves out. That was almost a disastrous situation for themselves.
And now Zol has that boomerang. Not really a good item because it doesn't have a really good length. It comes back to you way too quick. Now, is the boomerang an effective weapon in the new game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. You get 4 throws with it now instead of 3.
Wow. Okay.
And it's kind of ridiculous on how far it goes, like you're talking about distance. Right. It is an insane item. The only thing that they nerfed is that it doesn't switch to your backup item while it's out and you're throwing it. So you got to make and kind of plan it out a little bit more when it comes to using that boomerang. But coming down to these final few turns, Bobby triple greens right in front of him. Yezi is in first once again, and this might be the thing that they need to put themselves into 1st place.
Yezi with the 1st place finish, Jackie Juarez with a 3rd place finish, and Blackout with 2nd place. Bobby in 4th. Still right there. Yezi has...
Oh, it's tied.
It's tied.
57,
oh my God.
57, Bobby versus Yezi. 47 is 3rd place, so there's still a little bit of distance that they can catch back up, but Bobby and Yezi duking it out and trying to grab that $200 and afford their Switch 2 a little bit easier.
And if Jack doesn't win, do I still get the dollar if Bobby doesn't win?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Your money is on Bobby. Do you get to bet on multiple horses in one race?
Well, the Preakness was today. Or no, actually, not the Preakness, but Belmont Stakes was today. So I think you can
How do you like yours?
Medium rare. It's the only way to have your steak.
Is Belmont a good restaurant? I don't know. I'm trying to look for a new steak place.
Yeah. You know what? Next time you're in New York, let me know.
All right. Sounds good. We're going to Mario Circuit again. We got that for the 2nd time tonight. This is the Switch iteration of Mario Circuit. So, you know, like we saw before, the ending shortcut is the thing you want to aim for. If you got those triple shrooms, you gain in a lot of spots, and hopefully you don't pull a Yezi and fall off the track.
And we've only got 3 races left, so it's now or never for these competitors. Yezi currently in 1st place with a very good drift, by the way. That was a great line. Very clean.
Gotta go for those coins. Remember, when you get up to 10, it helps your speed a ton. Look up the videos. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 10 coins versus 0. You will realize how much faster you go in a straight line or using items or otherwise. It makes a huge difference. Blackout, though, spamming out that Fire Flower, and they're going for the bagging strategy.
Yeah, they wanted to get up to 10 coins, but I feel like they did themselves a disservice right there. Yezi now in 7th place, has dropped all the way back from 1st. But they've got a star. Let's see where they pop it, and let's see if it is as effective as an item as it can be.
Ooh, gonna be able to hit that Ultra Mini Turbo. Dropping down. Remember, they are tied with Bobby, 57 apiece. Blue Shell on the way to 1st. And who's in 1st? My man, Jackie Juarez. And they have nothing to avoid this Blue Shell with. Nope,
that Blue Shell is gonna find a home, and the banana is gone, and everybody has passed them by.
Fire Flower disappears right before it hits Jackie Juarez's defense, so they're able to defend themselves from that red, and now Elevate's there in 4th place. Sees them vulnerable in 3rd, has the opportunity to hit Jackie Juarez, but doesn't go for it just yet. I would throw that red before they get to the item box. They're still holding on to it.
Still holding on to it. Elevate!
My brain. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, it does. It hurts so bad right now. Elevate's still with that red shell. Hold on with it for dear life. And finally, they get rid of it. And they're just going to spam.
Destroyed it with their own Fire Flower.
Oh, my gosh.
Mistake after mistake. And that's what's going to add up to even less money in the bank because they could have potentially been in 3rd place right there. But Zol's here. Going to get Fire Flowered out by Kiro. JJ Bros, will they be able to pass the line? We've got Jackie Juarez getting hit at the line. And Kiro grabbing 1st. Yezi in 3rd. And Bobby all the way down to 6th. So that's going to allow them to have a 3-point lead going into 2 races left.
Yeah, we are almost done. And JJ Bros, by the way, coming in 2nd place. Not really able to move the needle too far for them because really right now it's down to Bobby and Yezi.
It is. It is really, 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 really close. And it's really going to come down to this last 2 races to give yourself a little bit of a lead, because if Yezi gets a really good spot and Bobby once again struggles in that mid pack, it's only going to give them that much of a cushion going into the final race. But the opposite can happen as well. Yezi getting a bad race, that just means Bobby has the opportunity to take over for that final moment. But Rock Canyon enjoyers unite? No, we are going to Sherbet Land.
Let's go. Let's get a little bit of sherbet.
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 Yeah, bet on it.
No,
Bet
for
on
me
it,
it's sherbet.
bet on it.
Whatever. It's too
It
cold.
should be sherbet.
It
like,
should
right?
be, right?
Sherbet
Like, give me a
land.
nice, give me a snow cone.
I don't understand
just
why
saying.
they did sherbet. Like, what even is a sherbet?
Just to mess with old people like me who can't read.
It sounds like a chipette. You know, what are you doing here, Nintendo?
All right, Yezi right now getting their good groove on right off the bat.
But yeah, it gets their item screened though.
They did.
That's a little bit of a bad note to start yourself out. But not getting hit out, they're able to outline, went up to first.
I mean, that was a great line that they were taking right there. They are definitely using and cruising.
Not that banana for defense, at least. Whenever you're in first and you don't have a coin, the odds of getting a coin is like 90%. But Zol getting trailed out, going down to 10th, and this really isn't a bagging track, and it doesn't even matter if Zol gets item screen. They're gonna have a bad time before they get to the next item set.
And don't have a bad time. We're playing video games. You're supposed to have a good time. By the way, completely missed that. And now Ankle's getting zoned out by that banana.
Trying to hit Kiro, but this boomerang is not landing. It's lagging. So on your screen, you might look like you hit someone, but on Kiro's screen, it wasn't even close. So that's the kind of compensation that you have to deal with, even at LAN tournaments. Yes, the Switch, 8 years old, the internet not as good as the Switch 2, but we see that Ghost taking out Blackouts, one of their items. Mr. Scooty here in 8th.
Yeah, Mr. Scooty now dropping down to 9th place, going under the sea right now, getting a little bit of a different view. Kiro is in 4th place. They've got 10 coins. Are they able? They are. They're going to be able to use this shroom through this, sorry.
Ice skating, right?
Yeah, well, I thought they were going to go under the sea.
And the green shell also bouncing, trying to keep track of it with their back camera. And then there is the trail for Bobby, working their way up to 3rd place. But where is Yezi is the question of the day, serving it up Gary's way. Got those 2 shrooms. Kiro was in such a good spot, but Yezi in 2nd place. So this is a very close battle right now. Going to be able to hit that mini turbo, and Batter Cookie going to make their presence known finally here in 1st place. Trying to back Yezi at the line with that boomerang, and Bobby in 3rd. So that's going to be a little bit more of a lead for Yezi. As we see there, it's going to be a 5-point lead for Yezi going into the final race of Grand Finals.
Oh my gosh, it comes down to the last race once again, my friend. Each and every single week that we've been here for, I think, the last 2, maybe even 3 months, it's come down to this last race. This is the excitement that you can feel, you can taste, you can smell. This is the excitement that we come here for. This is why you play video games.
It is the moments, the time, and the opportunity. The HyperX Arena putting up this $700 prize pool every single week. $1,000 for Friday Frags, by the way, and even more money to be had tomorrow for Marvel Rivals. So be a part of these scenes, get involved, and try to make some money into your pocket as we end it on everyone's favorite lounge track. Excite Bike Arena will be the calling card for either Yezi or Bobby. Who's gonna take it?
Oh, my childhood wins once again. It doesn't matter who wins. Yezi, you've got to do some work. Bobby, you got to do some work. Let's see who is going to be number 1 at the end of this track. This track is so very important. Being able to feel this track. This track has a rhythm to it.
It really does. And if you are able to time trial it, you'll see that there's so many little strategies that you can do that you don't want to hit every single trick. Sometimes being able to hit the more optimal one will catapult you forward that much more.
You know what? That's a very, very smart thing to say, because it's true. Because if you don't get the rhythm right, you're going to completely screw up your entire run.
And you were not even on Music Park, and we're talking about rhythm.
Right.
We see Mr. Scooty throwing that red shell forward, stopping someone right in the middle of the shortcut. What a move there, as they got one more mushroom and they got to wait to get hit by the red, then use the mushroom to grab another item. That's the way to do it.
That was high IQ from Mr. Scooty right there, as they're about to get squinted out, and they do indeed up on top. They dropped a couple spots. Even more than that, they dropped about 5 spots.
Oh, we're currently seeing some of these competitors going through that shortcut. Drops Mr. Scooty down to 8th place. Kira looking for any sort of solution into the hole that they're in right now. Blue shell going off the left path. Normally it goes down the middle, but Bobby slows down, lets JJ Bros tank the blue shell, and they're going to be able to take over first place with a very optimal loadout. And as you just saw right there, the counter hop is what makes the difference on making a little bit more speed for themselves. Phantom almost getting bumped off to the side here, but nowhere to be found is Yezi. Where are they at?
They are not on the
Cookie
map.
that sideswiped by Jaguars.
Phantom still trying to make their way, and it's not happening. Bobby in first place. It's getting close, too close to call. He's got to make his way to that finish line. Will he do it? I think he might.
No, the blue shell going to hit him right before the line, dropping all the way down, down, down. That's going to be Ankles in first.
Oh my gosh.
Blackout in second, Phantom in third.
Bobby finished in 10th place. Oh my gosh.
One more dollar, baby.
I lost again.
One more. Yezi will be your Speedway champion. Great work for them, and thank you for making me another dollar.
Yeah. Another dollar to make you holler. Pigeon gets paid to cast.
And paid from Logan.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby
You
and I
better
are
get
gonna have
your
to have a
little
talk.
crystal ball cleaned and get it working and try and figure out who's going to win next week, buddy, because you lost, just like Bobby did.
Oh, man, I'm sad. I'm
That
sad,
was brutal.
But I'm happy for Yezi.
That was brutal.
That was huge for Yezi.
It was.
Especially
but very
coming off of the MomoCon loss.
Well, Bobocon technically win, but lost,
But
you know.
coming back and now winning and cementing their place as one of the best Mario Kart competitors on the entire planet.
Yeah, really great work, and they have put in the time. Like I said before, during that tournament, remember, this is a convention. MomoCon is an anime gaming convention, and they were literally spending all of their time either racing or time trialing, and it shows here today that they are one of the best racers in the arena now.
Yeah, man, Bobby. He was in first place.
He was right there.
He was
He
right
was
there.
going to win.
And then the blue shell came out of nowhere.
Because realize something, Yezi got 6. Bobby was in first. That would have been enough.
Bobby dropped all the way from first to 10th because of that blue shell.
It would have been enough for Bobby to take the win, and you would have been $1 richer. But unfortunately, your name's not Rich, but you know who is Yezi, as we got the scores to solidify this in the books. Bring us through it, Logan.
Yezi with 86 points in first place. Bobby finishing second place with 77 points. Jack coming in with 70 points in third. Good job, Jack. Ankles tied with them, so Jack and Ankles will share that third place finish. Blackout 1 point behind with 69 points. Haha. Batter Cookie in sixth place with 62 points. JJ Bros with 46. Zool with 44. Kiro in ninth with 43 points. Phantom with 36 points in 10th place. Mr. Scooty coming in 11th with 32 points, and Elevate rounding us out in the top 12 with 21 points.
And this is what it was all about. This is the $700 prize pool and how it all evens out. Yezi going home with that $200. Second place, $100. Third, 70. Fourth, 55. Fifth, 45. Sixth and seventh, 37. Eighth and ninth, 33. 10th through 12, 30. That is what we're all here to play for. $200 going into Yezi's pocket, and that will be going towards the paying back the Switch 2 fund on your credit card foundation. That is what this tournament's about. Coming down to the final race and just barely scraping by.
And you know what? It's time for us to check in one final time with one of my favorite people and one of the greatest running backs to ever grace the gridiron, my good friend, Amon Green.
No, this is dude. Let's get it. But, get that blue set.
I don't think you can still hear us. I don't think you do. Whoa. Can you hear us? All right, we're going to go back. We'll switch the headphones real fast. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on. Who's on first type situation with those interviews.
Well,
it's been working perfect.
I know.
Why did you break, Logan?
Well, first of all, it's my fault.
Yes.
I did it. I apologize. Also, secondly,
I saw you pick up that
he's
keyboard.
watching on a delay. Oh, I touched the keyboard. It's my fault.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you broke, Logan, but you know what? Like I said, you're 40 years old. You don't know how technology works.
Hey, thank you. I look good for 47, don't I? I moisturize early and often. You should too.
Wasn't 74?
I'm not 74 yet. That's next week.
Oh.
But we do have to thank Amon Green and, of course, the Alumni Media Network for being part of everything that we do here at the HyperX. We have so much more happening with that Alumni Media Network and all of these great athletes that will be coming and competing in esports. Because sports and esports are the same. You just drop the E off, bro. That's all.
That's all what it's all about. It's competitive. Your heart rate is racing. I guarantee Bobby's heart rate was going as fast as one of these competitors and one of these athletes that actually play on the field. It was stressful. It was intense. It was insane. And I cannot wait to see what happens next week, especially once people play more Mario Kart World, and then they come back, and then they got to figure it out. And you were wondering why Bobby was saying that he picked his kart loadout because it was the most similar to Mario Kart World because he was getting thrown off so bad by the handling. So, you know what? We'll see what's going on coming up next week. And remember, check out HyperX Arena Las Vegas. Follow us on Allied Esports, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. You'll be able to watch the VOD again, and we'll see what's going on, Logan.
And before we go away for the night, we will be back tomorrow with Marvel Rivals and, of course, Versus in the afternoon with some of the best collegiate and, of course, sports stars that you've ever seen on the planet playing video games with YOU. We want to thank everybody in the background that does all the heavy lifting for us. Look, we're just two dudes talking up here. It's just Pidgey and I. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you to everybody behind the scenes who makes us look good. It's hard. Trust me, I know. And do me one favor until we see you tomorrow. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay it forward, play it forward. Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile strong, laugh loud. And last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you soon. We'll be back. Marvel Rivals tomorrow. The action just keeps coming. If you are not signed up for the Discord, you need to do yourself a favor and do it right now. We'll see you next time.